What is up, guys? Chat.
Hello.
People
hello.
watching as a VOD. Shout out to you guys. It's going to be kind of a lengthy episode because we just got to kind of really just talk what Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase, Capcom Showcase, FF7 anniversary stream, or 25th anniversary stream.
Let's read dumb tweets. What?
I'm not going to talk about that.
What?
What?
Your dumb tweets.
What?
I think
saw one of
I'm
your
going to keep it
tweets
a
here.
buck. You guys were both being dumb.
What?
Alicia's
And that's just
tweets are dumb.
facts.
I only speak facts here, sir.
I think you guys were both being dumb.
I'm blessed facts. That's what I'm-
Cap.
Both
Facts.
being dumb. Like,
Plus
literally,
facts.
people were having a convo about it in the Discord, just watching it unfold.
Blessed
Cap
facts.
on this app.
But,
Yeah, man. I was speaking facts.
I think you guys were both not speaking facts.
I was.
Oh my gosh, you weren't. We all agreed on the Discord. Everybody, even Alicia, like, we agreed to some points of Alicia, but overall, we didn't agree in general with both of you.
Bless.
It literally just lied on perspective. That was it.
It
But
was
anyways, we're gonna continue with the show.
console
We're
gamers way
going
more,
to talk about what games we played, right?
overall.
And I can go into it, right? And of course, the games I've been playing is OGFF7 on the Steam Deck. Cool. I've been streaming FF7 Remake Intergrade, and what? I don't think. TMNT. I played that. Beat it pretty easily. I do have a topic which we'll segue into after we talk about the games we played, right? So let's go into. I want to go into my experience of TMT because I don't really got anything else to like discuss, right? But so TMNT, I think me and Nev kind of had the same consensus of we were in the same boat as we liked the game. The only problems we had of the game was not enough variety of enemies. We didn't like the bosses were okay, not like amazing or anything like that, and the hitboxes were kind of wonky in the game. But overall, we really enjoyed the game as a whole, and yeah, I don't think I got anything else to say. It was really cool, like in terms of like having your combos, stacks, and all that. And me, I kind of did one time. I did Ned dirty where like he died, and I literally taunted him. And he just, I didn't res him or revive him with the pizza. I just taunted him.
You're a cock.
So,
Cock.
He's a cock for that.
Jesus.
but come on, man. Nev be just capping sometimes. That's why I had to do it. I had to teach him a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Overall though, it was a cool game. It was a cool game. It was $24 on Steam. I think there was a sale for it, if I recall. Very like small percent sale.
Yeah, I got it. I got it on CD keys for like 17. No, GMG for like 17.
Yeah. I don't think I'm trying to look at my Steam library just now, just to make sure there's any other game I've really played. And no, oh no, I played the Quarry. I completely forgot because it's been a while. I beat the Quarry.
You didn't like that game, did you?
I thought it was a 7.5. I don't think it was as good as Until Dawn. Like, I got it for like cheap, so maybe that skews my perspective as well. Got it on PC. I think like for me, all the characters acted dumb. And I'm pretty sure it was intentional because you know those teen slasher like horror films, like the teenagers always act dumb or whatnot. I definitely feel like it might have been intentional with it, but I do think like the ending or the climax to the ending like was underwhelming. So that's why I would give it like maybe a 7.
Every time I hear someone say, "Oh, it's worse than
Teenagers
Until
are
Dawn,"
always-
I'm like, "Damn!" So that game is utter garbage then. Okay.
I liked Until Dawn for what it was. I don't know if that affects your opinion on that. I think like it depends. Like if you like those types of games, right?
It would no, it's not. I love those types of games. No, it's the
Hmm.
fact that what it is it's trying to be like a D tier horror movie, which is a trash horror movie is a trash horror movie. So
I mean, I think
a
it's
trash game.
at the end of the day perspective. If you like those types of horror movies, which there are fans of those types of horror movies, you'll like it.
That and the dialogue is just the writing in their games is utter garbage too. You scared the gene out of my, or you scared the blue out of my jeans.
Hmm.
That can't be real.
That is literally fucking real, bro.
Jesus Christ.
It's in Until Dawn.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad I didn't play that game. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's like think of it like
Exactly.
modern, like with cell phones, right? But still like in the '80s or whatever. Like I definitely feel like it is intentional. I don't think they just not make it intentional. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. At the end of the day, when it comes to that, because I definitely feel like it is intentional. It's not like by accident, where it's like Forspoken, for instance, right? That's definitely not intentional. Like
Yeah, there's.
it feels like it's a CW show, and they're definitely not trying to make it feel like that.
Oh,
So,
God.
but I guess we'll go with you, Bless. What you've been playing?
uh, prior to this last couple weeks or so, I feel like I've been like kind of falling off in terms of beating games and shit. But I've been catching back up. So yeah, I definitely played the TMNT game. I wanna do another playthrough. That game is fucking. I think that game is amazing.
Awesome.
Like I haven't last beat 'em up game I played was Streets of Rage 4, and I think it's definitely better than that. Um it doesn't have technically as many characters, but six player online is fucking it's crazy fun. It's just silly fun. The music in the game is absolutely fucking outstanding, and it's apparently made by T. Lopez, who made Sonic Mania's music, which is also fucking outstanding. So obviously the pedigree was definitely gonna stay high. So uh should have saw that one coming. Love the music, love the music. But yeah, that game is definitely amazing. Also been playing Gears of War.
Yeah.
So ill?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ill?
Ew.
Yeah.
Why is it
Gears of
why is
War.
it ill?
Gears of War.
Why is it ill?
Because Gears of War after
But he's playing
Betrayal.
he's playing the OG.
I'm playing the
the
trilogy.
trilogy. He's on top of 4 or 5.
If he's not playing 4 or 5, then that's fine. But if he's playing the original, that's fine.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was I was trying to do Gears of War 1 on emulation. I was like, it was like a sound bug, like 10-second sound. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me try to do Gears of War Ultimate on the Windows version again. And turns out it runs better. I don't know why, but it runs better. So I played it there.
Do you think it's
And
because of your 3080? Like like how some games
No,
just like don't
no, I
work or
tried it.
something?
I tried it with a 3080 like a year
Okay.
ago, and it didn't work. It might be because I updated my BIOS. I think I remember hearing someone say something about BIOS revision helping it because of AMD boards, some shit. I don't know, but
Hmm.
yeah, like yeah, I played it there. Obviously, it's still not perfect. It was still dropped. It dropped to like under 60 at some points for whatever reason. It was like in a small corridor too. I don't know, but yeah, it played better. I really like that game. Gears of War 1 is a pretty fucking good game. I see the appeal, especially early on. I like it's definitely I would say it's better than 4 and 5 story, like off rip. And
Isn't it
then
more like violent, like darker?
it's it's violent, dark, and it's violent, dark, and uh kind of very like creepy in points.
Because I
Like,
feel like when like
it's like some scary movie type vibes.
4 and 5 happened, like I feel like the brutality isn't really there. It feels like very cartoony in a way.
Yeah, I could see that. Is it those games are very much more colorful and shit. they don't portray the same grittiness and obviously just like utter what do you call it? Not utter disdain, utter like uh what's the word? Where it's just like lack of hope. It's
Mhm.
very like a depressing game.
Yeah, it's
But
like
it's so good.
so. Do
I
you
like that.
think? Because I talked to Gaz on this and stuff. He thinks that there should be a semi reboot similar to like God of War 2018, but make it more survival, horror, and like gritty. Do you think that they should do that with the Gears franchise going forward? Or do you think that they should just keep with Gears 4, 5, and do the same style with 6?
I mean, unfortunately, I feel like they have to finish that story. They have to conclude it. So at least 6. But I want them to actually do a reboot if that is possible. That would be very nice
Okay.
because I don't want a 7. Like it's not the same vibe. It's just not. It's not as gritty. It's not as depressing. It's not the same shit. Not as scary. I mean, there's some parts of Gears. There's some parts of Gears 5 that's like kind of like creepy. But it's not on the same level. But yeah, I beat that, and then I played Gears 2, and I beat that today. Yo, Gears 2 it's fucking that game, bro. Gears 2 is amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, has emotional story beats in it. Very way more complex in gameplay, in sequences, and the music is much like. I mean, the music in 1 wasn't bad, but it's definitely improved in 2. Like, 2 was just all around just a great, amazing game, honestly. Um, but yeah, I think that's basically it. What I've been playing. Oh yeah, and I tried out a demo, Chirping 2. I think that's how it's pronounced. Chirping 2. That game is fucking fire. I cannot wait for that fucking game to release. It's literally it feels like Doom, well, Half-Life plus Doom. That's basically what it feels like. Half-Life plus Doom with like with Half-Life plus Doom plus Mad Max cuz bullet time. It's fucking fantastic. It's only on PC. Try out the demo. I highly recommend that game. And the sound and horror, it's very scary. And music in that game, oh, I can't. I've been playing good games. But yeah.
Okay. What about you, Leash? What have you been playing?
Hey man, like so when I had the coronavirus, I had the New York trip. So over the past few weeks, it's been kind of meh. I've just been it's just been doing the Apex season. Trying to get my unlocks up. I'm like tier 60. I'm trying to catch. I think I have like less than 50 days left to catch up. 50 tiers, so I think I can do it. There's a new mid-season event today. They brought back domination. They did some lifeline buffs, and they have some new skins out. The Ash skin is fucking fantastic. I was waiting for that to come out so I can get an actual good skin for one of my mains. So I'm glad that happened. Fall Guys went free to play today. Played some games. Had to double my first game. Gaming God. That's how we do it. Nothing new around here. I beat Spider-Man Remastered. I think I was just like itching to play. Like, I don't know why. I just like was itching to play Spider-Man Remastered again. So I beat that. Honest, like, because I didn't go for the platinum this time, but I was just like, because last time it was a crawl to go for the plat because I saved all of the collectibles for like the end game, and it was just like those crimes like take a toll on you. So I was like, okay, let me just like try to do everything as I go through the game. And then so I'm like, okay, like thug crimes, okay, demon crimes, okay, that's cool. And I'm like, okay, wait, that's it? I didn't expect there to be this. I thought there was more, bro. When the fucking that
It's the
end
third
game
act,
part,
I think. Yeah.
and when that third act
They
comes,
activated more.
and there's like
Way more.
double
Yeah.
for each.
Yeah.
I was like, No way, they just dropped 10 for each district. Are you fucking kidding me?
You wanted to just. Lay
Yeah,
it
I
on
think
trash.
Bro.
what they
It's
like remastered, like that's the only complaints really, like some of the side stuff, right? But the
Bro.
only side stuff I didn't complain was the Tombstone. Tombstone I thought was
Yeah.
actually probably the best boss battle design out of the whole game.
Yeah.
That's what I personally believe. Some people may
Tombstone's
argue with me in that regard. I think Tombstone boss battle is better than even the main story boss battles. But I definitely think they learned their lesson, because with Miles, it's
a lot
way
better.
less. Like
It's
it's
a
a
lot
lot
better.
better. So I think going into Spider-Man 2, they learn their lessons. They hear the complaints.
Yeah.
So they're definitely
Oh,
gonna. It's definitely gonna be different. I don't know, like in terms of what they'll have, but it definitely will be in a different direction in terms of side content. It seems like.
I hope so, cause like honestly, everything else was fine. Like the Harry stuff was fine. The pigeon stuff was whatever. Those crimes are like the one thing I just feel like that was they didn't need to put 20 for each district. That's a lot. Like, oh my
Well,
god.
it's like the same. It's like the same thing, and it has to be varied. They could have done like bomb, like diffusing bomb, or
they
or
did
like
it with the Taskmaster stuff.
yeah. I'm trying to think of like other things that they could do. Like
Almost
they could be
yeah.
super creative about it.
Yeah, it was. I think it was that. I think that was like a last minute thing. Okay, let's just like put like we need more. Let's just put like this shit in the end. But I was just like, fucking hell, dude. And I was so exhausted. I didn't want to play the DLC. I might play the DLC again later, but like right now, like I just want to play something else. The game I forgot how easy it was. Like I remember it was easy, but like, bro, that game is so fucking easy. Like I'm playing on Spectacular. I didn't even realize I was
Oh
playing.
yeah,
on,
yeah. There's an
difficulty.
ultimate version. I think like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
play
people get that, though.
Ultimate with New Game Plus is still easy, but I never tried Ultimate without New Game Plus.
Cause bro, all you need are web bombs, shockwave, and then the fucking insta webs. Like that's all you need. Like and then like you just put enemies to the ground, web them up. Like bro, it's just like really easy.
I'm wondering
Um,
like how they'll also like it'll be interesting, because I definitely think Spider-Man 2 is gonna go the route of like what Web of Shadows did, and have two different abilities.
Two different.
Yeah, two
I
different
would,
skill trees.
I would absolutely love that. Then that game may become my favorite Spider-Man. Then
That's what I'm thinking.
they do that.
I like Miles a lot more after like just because like Miles was hard. I thought Miles was a lot harder because there was less abilities. Like there was less
And they had
filler in the
different-
game.
They had different enemies that were
Yeah.
more difficult with the
Yep.
electricity.
that's a good point, too.
And
That's a
the
good point,
arm
too.
shit.
That's a good point too. Like a lot of more different enemies made the game like a lot harder. That's another way the game was a lot harder. But yeah, so like 2018, and I still don't like the fucking Peter Parker model. I can't.
So my thing with that one is, have you seen like what the actual face model is like? Because I feel like it wasn't a good representation of what that who that face model, like what he
No,
actually
I
looks
didn't
like.
I didn't see
Yeah, because to me it looks like they aged him like lower. So it's like I'll look him up, because you'll see and you'll be like, wait, that's
Jordan, you mean?
no, I'm not talking of the old one. I'm talking the new one. Or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it
that's
is.
the name. Yeah, that's
Let
the
me
new
see
one, right?
what, like, because they're showing me the actual like in-game model. I want to see like the actual person. Because
Honestly,
you'll
never-
see. Give me a sec. You go, Bless.
I was gonna say, like, people really. I mean, to each their own. People really don't like that fucking character model. The only game that I was like annoyed a bit by the character model change is like Uncharted 3, because they made him look like Mark Wahlberg. But
Oh really? I didn't.
yeah, like
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that was something I didn't really notice.
a little bit more.
I think it's just because like people didn't expect it. Like it was really like just people were taken for surprise, and then like you know what I mean, like a sudden change like that, like people didn't expect or ask or sort of voice their concerns about. They just like automatically were less likely to like it.
So you see, like I just posted him. Like I definitely feel like the face model, they just made him look younger.
Why do I feel like the most popular mod is on PC is just going to be
absolutely.
changing that face?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because you guys could see that, right? Like they definitely looked like they made his face look way younger than the actual face model.
Mm-hmm.
which I definitely think they're gonna just change that to make him look older. That's what I'm assuming.
Bro, when this man was walking around, when I was at Feast with this guy who's walking around, this dude looks so fucking derpy. I'm just like, fucking want to punch your face, bro. Jesus Christ, it looks so bad. It looked awful. Oh my god. He's like, look
I
at
just
me. I'm
don't-
Peter Parker. Hi, I'm Peter Parker. How are you?
I
was
will
like,
never
bro.
understand.
Bro.
Me, it's
No,
like
but
I didn't care either way. It's like for me, I just didn't care because like from what they said, they got the face model to look like have the same structure as Yuri Lowenthal.
You know, if they
No.
if they wanted advice, they could have taken the notes from Eidos when they did the Batman Arkham Origins voice change. You know, learn how to do it right. Talk to someone
Voice
like you know how to
change,
do it.
bro. What?
Yeah,
What are you talking
what?
about?
Bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
When they didn't have Kevin Conroy as Batman in the Arkham Origins.
Yeah, but a face
Yeah,
and
but-
voice is two different things,
Hey
bro.
man,
Yeah,
they're both
that-
changes that people didn't like.
No. You're wrong there.
Because
But
like,
people did like that.
because Arkham, I don't think they had mocap like that, did they?
No, they didn't. They had
Yeah.
mocap, but they didn't have face model.
Yeah,
mocap.
yeah. So they like had body mocap, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, they
Right.
had body mocap.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, this is 2013. You're comparing Arkham Origins to 2021, 2020. for
And
Spider-
and Spider-Man still doesn't look better than Arkham Knight. So.
I don't
that's
think
something.
anyone disagrees with that.
There
I
there are
don't-
people who there. Come on, there are people who
I
thought
mean,
that.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I'm a DC fanboy.
The only thing I can say that Spider-Man does better is like mocap.
And like swinging was very very fun. I was swinging, and I was like, ain't no way this game is better than the worst in Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know. I'll tell you something after you say what you need to say.
Yeah,
'cause
that's you, dog.
But yeah, like I think like the final fights were like okay. I like the Electro fight more than the what was it, the Rhino and no, it was Electro and Vulture. I like that fight more than the Rhino and the
Scorpion.
yeah. I liked it more than that fight. Like that. Okay. How does he beat Otto? Because I keep on like I went on YouTube to like.
He
0.5
breaks.
speed.
He breaks
What
one
does
of the.
he do?
He breaks one of the legs, and takes off the what is
He's
it
on
called?
chip, right?
The
Chip,
nerve,
the
whatever
nerve
the
chip, right?
chip nerve
Yeah.
thing.
Everything.
Yeah.
Inhibitor.
Even when I
And
beat that the
basically,
first time-
basically the freaking tower falls,
yeah.
and it's like
Because
very
it-
reminiscent towards like the Amazing Spider-Man's like skyscraper scene.
Even when I beat it the first time on PS4, I was still confused, and then so yeah, it was like so sudden, so fast. It was really dark, so you couldn't really see like.
Oh wait, yeah, that was at the end when he got yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when,
it was
when
like-
he got stabbed, he
Yeah.
he pulled it and took out the chip, and that was
Yeah,
it.
because I was like, it looked really. It was like it was like a second, and I was like, the fuck. So yeah, I think I think for the next one they have to cut down on the bloaty. I think they should put more villains like throughout the side quest. I don't think there were enough.
Yes.
Well, I
villains.
think they're going to
Yes.
because they're not doing the
that's the
Sinister
problem.
Six. I hope they don't do
Yeah.
the Sinister Six, because
Yeah.
like think about it like this, right? That their main villain, right, is Kraven the Hunter, right? That we gather from the voiceover and Venom.
Yeah.
Those are the only two, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming like those are like the people who are really gonna fight, and we're also gonna have the suit, which I'm assuming we're gonna have the black suit when we face Kraven most likely, because that's kind of like really I believe that's when he does have the black suit is when he fights Kraven as well in the comics. But no, it's gonna be interesting how they tackle Spider-Man too, in
Mhm.
terms of that, and I'm wondering if they're gonna have like the second island as well.
I'm excited.
So
I think
we'll
this would be
see.
good.
Yeah.
Because I remember Batman like they I don't think there are many cycles without a villain.
Well,
as,
the
like,
problem.
head
Which
of
one?
cycle.
Which one are we
with
talking?
Batman, no, yeah.
Which
Yeah,
one?
there
Which
weren't a
one are
lot
we
of them.
talking about?
I mean, I just remember just from recent memory. I don't like because
No, I'm saying, are we talking city or night?
I guess night, but even in city, I don't remember there were
Yeah.
a lot of.
City,
Because-
City, it was like you're messing with Zaz. It's Mr.
There was the
Freeze,
Bane one. there was the
Bane.
one.
They're
Mr.
yeah.
Even-
The,
And even like if there isn't, even if it's like not about them, the collectibles are at least still like the Riddler trophies and like the Easter egg about Scarecrow in the boat. Like at least there was still like some sort of hint at a villain, even if it
Yeah.
wasn't like a direct side quest about them.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Spider-Man needs to do in the next.
Yeah,
one,
because
they're
well,
going
I
out
think
for that.
City did it better. I don't think Knight did it.
Oh no,
at
I
all
mean like
good.
yeah, because Knight didn't have a lot of like there was the butcher and there was the fucking bat dude and then like
No, but
There
the
were some, like,
thing
weird
was,
ones.
And-
the
and
only thing
the-
I liked
whatever
the
his name
pig,
is.
Mr. Pig,
Base
right, or
guy.
something.
yeah the pig.
I only like that, and everything else kind of was not that good. Like Man Bat was okay. Like you got to see the like creation of it, but then you just had random accountants, just injecting him, and that was basically the gist of it. And then all the other ones were like disarm the bombs, take out the
Mhm.
militia outposts, this and that, and then you fight freaking Deathstroke in a damn tank battle, and it was
Because,
so
like,
bad.
That's the thing. Like at least like for example, like Spider-Man has that too. Defuse the bomb.
No, and I don't
fine,
disagree with
whatever.
that.
But it's like they don't like at least like
They
have
don't
a
go
villain
the
tied
extreme.
to it. Yeah, at least have a villain tied to it, so at least it feels somewhat.
I don't, bro. I rather not like butcher the villain in the process. I think both are bad. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but I think City did it way better than compared to Night,
Mm.
because it had an overall arching story, like with Mr. Freeze locating his wife in City
Yeah.
and all that. Where it's
They
like
did better than
here.
DLC. Arkham Knight DLC was really good. I really like that DLC.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the Season of Infamy. That was the only good
I
part
really
about it.
like-
Everything
yeah,
else,
I really
Nightwing
like that.
DLC
That
was
really good.
garbage.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the
Um,
rest of them were ass, but like I was so happy. Like, I honestly replay Arkham Knight. One of the reasons I replay that is for that DLC because it's just so good. Like I love every story in there.
All right.
And then right now I'm playing Kenna.
That's
Okay,
cool.
I'm playing. If I'm facing Toshi, is he like? Am I almost done? If I'm facing Toshi,
Bro, I gotta replay that game. Dude, I
don't
dropped it.
remember the names.
because
You dropped it?
Dude, I don't know why I dropped it at that time. Oh, because of Endwalker. Yeah, no
Oh.
wonder I dropped that.
And
No wonder I dropped it.
No wonder.
Because I thought about it. Oh, like, yeah, Endwalker,
Oh,
Final Fantasy
God.
14. Yeah,
Oh, God. And
no
like,
wonder.
there's a weird thing in games. Like, if the parry animation is like looks weird, it's hard for me to parry. So like, Sekiro is really easy for me to parry because it's just like kind of instant. Bloodborne, like not bad. Fury or like some other parry-based games, like it's not that hard. Kenna, I don't know what it is. The parry, like
Dude, the
it just-
parry, it's like,
it feels
it's a very,
weird, like,
well, I
can't-
don't say it feels weird. I
Yeah,
think it's a
I don't
very
wanna parry. It makes me not
small
wanna do it.
parry time frame. That's what it is. It's a very small time frame to parry.
Yeah, because I have to parry for a Toshi, but I'm like, I don't want to, but I know I have to.
I heard that originally. I don't remember having a big problem with it, but I remember sometimes it was like, how'd I miss that? But it was-
Yeah.
Big-
And sometimes I'm like, how did I get that? Like, it's the opposite sometimes. Really strange. Fun. So the game's good. Like I'm it's good. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying it. I think after I'm gonna probably go back to Zelda because I have to go back to my Zelda run playthrough.
Alright, cool.
What about Taladia?
Yeah, what about you, Taladia?
I've been playing. Well, I first originally started on Ghost of Tsushima, and yeah, that took like 50 gigs of my PlayStation, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to play it because of due to certain aspects of game sharing and shit like that, which I can't go into. But I got started on Nathan Drake Collection. I started on that, and I never
Nice.
finished it. So
Mm.
I restarted that back up, and I'm already doing the first game, and I'm loving it. Been playing that, and myself today I jumped back into Marvel Spider-Man, but I played the remastered version. It
Nice,
looks totally different to the original game. Totally different, which
Well,
like now you have flipping suit mods in the game.
Hmm.
Which I'm just like, wait a minute, didn't we get suit mods in Marvel Spider-Man PS4? And I took a look back and compare each other, and they're like, no, there was no suit mods in PS4 version.
Food mod?
Wait, what do you mean by suit mods? I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
there were.
No, so now there's suit mods where it's like you know how Miles Morales had suit mods. You know how like
You're talking like wait, they're both different in that
no,
regard, I think.
no. They're similar except for the fact that in Spider-Man PS4 you were only allowed one slot, which was Web Blossom, right?
Well,
This
you were
time,
able you were able to just change it the ability of the suit wherever. So I'm
yeah, but
confused.
this you get 3 slots. Three, I think
Hmm.
it's you get 3 slots.
Huh.
One,
I
one
I
in
would
the,
have to go back because last I remember playing remaster was at launch, and they didn't have that. It was just one slot for their
one slot.
ultimate.
What? Yeah, for the ultimate is 1 slot, but I'm talking about the underneath that, underneath the ultimate,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
underneath the ultimate, which is but instead of it having um, there's certain aspect. I know at least you know what I'm talking about, right?
Well,
I
yeah, I mean,
honestly don't.
you finished it, right?
Wait, what do you mean? Okay.
So
Oh, you mean
he's
there's
saying
one
that
suit
there's
mod?
he's saying that there's multiple, and I thought
For
there
me,
was
there's
just
one.
one.
For me, there was one. There
There's
was
one. There's for the ultimate, right? But then there's 3 different slots that we never got into
but
PS4.
those slots aren't for the suit. Those slots are like less damage or less bullet damage or like more focus. Like they're like smaller abilities. They're not like big suit mods.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
it was like that in the original though. Like you had
no,
like
no,
because
we didn't get that in the original. There was no that wasn't on the screen.
Hmm. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to
Compare it, yeah.
see.
But I've been
Yeah.
playing that. I also been playing, like I said, I've been playing Uncharted. What's have I been playing? I played Fall Guys. Tried that for a change.
What'd you think of it?
And,
What'd you think of it?
Oh,
it's okay. I have to get better at the game. That's something I have to do.
True.
And I also, I might get Call of Duty. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Mm.
Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. I'm still 50-50 on that.
Listen, bro. After I saw that
Like, did I
$70 price tag on Steam, I was like, I'm good.
Wait, I thought only console games were $70.
Listen, man.
No.
They wanted
I thought
to
only
listen,
Sony
bro.
thing.
They
I thought
wanted
that was a
it.
Sony thing.
They wanted to come back on Steam,
that's-
and they
it's more
said
than a Sony thing, bro.
$70.
No, I thought it was a Sony thing. I thought only Sony did that, and like
No.
Sony was like spearheading
No,
$70
Sony.
games. Oh,
no,
they're
no,
not. Okay, it's everybody. Okay,
It's
sorry.
everybody. Everybody.
no, it's
but
not
you have to pay double-
everybody.
But you
but
get
it's,
fucked
it's
over.
a lot of them.
But you get fucked over on PC.
Is it crazy
That's
how
what-
Nintendo is now like the good guys because they're not doing $70?
Dude, I know you know damn well if the Switch. Listen, listen.
Never the good guy.
Listen.
They're never the good guy. We're not doing that.
You know
We're
Switch
not doing
2.
that.
You know Switch 2 is gonna happen. They're gonna charge $70. Stop the cap. You know that's gonna happen. Switch 2 is gonna happen. They're gonna be like, yo, $70. Even though our budgets never change. You know damn well their budgets don't change, bro. Animal Crossing, $70. Whatever the next Animal Crossing will be, $70 for Switch 2. And you know
Yeah.
damn well the budget is super low on that game.
Yeah, Alicia, hold up now. You got too much dip on your chip. What the fuck going on? Got too much dip on your chip now. You gotta chill.
Yeah, like I've been like thinking about getting Modern Warfare 2, but I think my mate might buy it himself, knowing him because he buys Call of Duty every year. So I think
Yeah.
he'll probably purchase it if he's getting it, and he's already game sharing with me anyway, because that's how I'm playing Spider-Man Remaster. He's if he does get it, then I get that free basically, and so I'm happy about that. But it's gonna be, I think, what 100 gigs.
Oh yeah,
Jump.
at least. Oh yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's gonna be big, man.
Yeah,
They're the originators of the 100 gig shit. They're the pioneers of that. So you best
that's
bet
the
they're gonna do
problem.
that
I
shit.
think that's the problem that PS5 has, is
Mhm.
that it's even though the console is is really really good, it's still fucking not enough gigabytes.
I mean, delete your games, man. Delete your games.
Literally.
Beachy says, delete your games, bro.
Delete
Don't
your games.
don't
Delete
keep
your
holding
games.
on to it.
It's like the games that I like, I have to uninstall.
I mean, that's how it goes, bro. Like a terabyte. I'm telling people, I was like, dude, PC gaming, bro. You know damn well you ain't having a terabyte, bro. You having like a
Oh, yeah,
terabyte,
three.
another
I have,
2
like, three.
terabytes,
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
understand
a couple
that
more
logic, though.
SSD slapped
a
into
terabyte
there.
is terabyte is a starter, but the
Yeah.
PS5 it's modular, so you could
Yeah.
put in an SSD after. It's just
Wait,
gonna cost
but
more money.
wait, but some people can't use screwdrivers though, so
Mm,
we gotta chill, bro. That's a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
That's why I'm
Yeah, they need to
just
put on
like,
safety gloves first.
that's why I'm like your boy.
Hey,
like,
water wings, bro, in case
okay.
the fucking liquid spills out.
I might have
Facts.
to get I might have to get external hard drive. I might have to purchase an external hard drive. and
Wait,
just get
okay, I don't know about that one. External works on. I could be wrong about this, but
No,
correct me.
Yeah, it only
For
external
PS4.
hard drive only works on PS4 games. You can't use a hard drive for PS5 games. It won't. It won't
That's
let
Yeah,
you.
I think they said they want to try and see if that's possible.
Yeah, but
I think Xbox you can, right?
Xbox, you
No,
can.
I don't think that you
Or is that
can
just
because they have a back slot thing where you
Yeah.
have
no,
for
that's
more
not bad.
SSD.
That's what I'm talking about. So like,
Wait, what do you mean? No, so
No. Like
P-
they
P-
partition some of the storage on the SSD, and then like
yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
and then,
I don't
like,
want to call it a
they-
memory card
yeah.
because it's literally an
Yeah.
SSD, and you put it in the back. What you're talking
Yeah.
about for PS5, they don't have that. You have to take out the plate, buy an NVMe,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
put it in with a heat sink.
which is I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Well,
messing
yeah, I
with-
mean that's the only way, bro. The only way is if you have PS4 games, and you just put on your external hard drive. Other than
Yeah,
that, there is no way you can do it.
You can have someone help you.
I mean, there is that. I mean, I could always ask someone just to come down to my house and just see if they're willing to help me out, because the SSD drive thing is. I mean, there's rumors now that they're making a PS5 Pro and
Dude, I don't think you're getting a PS5 Pro until
yeah,
2025,
yeah,
maybe
bro.
2026.
Don't worry about buying and purchasing a PS5 Pro. Honestly, it's not something
Yeah,
you would
no,
have to.
yeah.
Worry about.
yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, I'm not worried about that because I got a PS5 original. So I've got the. I think I've got the first model, not the not the newest model that they've put out.
You're talking what, like,
Oh, like the one that Austin Evans said was like worse.
yeah.
Yeah. So at
Okay.
least I think I've got that, and
There you go.
I think the one thing I can say though is the fact that the games that I've been playing, at least it does keep me going until, you know,
Gotham
it will
Knights,
keep,
game of the year.
yeah. I'm not saying it's game of the year though. I'm not saying
Gotham
that.
game of the year Knights.
Dude, we
Nah.
haven't even got into Summer Game Fest, and we're already talking about this game.
All right.
Gosh,
I'm
dang.
gonna say this right now. I'm gonna put this to bed. Gotham
Uh-huh.
Knights isn't gonna be game of the year. It's gonna have a
It's a game of the
7.5.
generation.
It's gonna get a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10.
Bro, I think you're. Listen, lower expectations, bro. You'll never be disappointed. That's all I gotta say. Don't even expect an 8 out
I
of
love
10.
you. I just love making fun of Gotham Knights. I love
Yo,
it.
yo,
I
don't
just love
even,
making fun of it.
don't even,
No, but you know
don't even
what? I'll
expect the
tell you
game at this
something.
point. It might be a JPEG. So it might be just expect a JPEG, and you'll be happily satisfied.
Let me
You'd be
tell you
satisfied.
something, right? I know Red was probably gonna, say something, but I'll say this, right? They fucked up. The developers fucked up so badly that
Mhm.
they had to make a fucking interview with other outlets just to discuss the game in depth when they could have done that at Summer Game Fest easily.
Bro, I don't think the
Easily.
interview even helped either. I'll keep it a buck. That interview didn't do anything. It's like, yeah, you can play as Nightwing, like you and your co-op friend,
Yeah.
and then in a story
11
mission, they're gonna like make a haha funny joke about it. I was like, bro, this doesn't do anything for me, bro.
I mean, the fact they say that that it's gonna have 11 suits, her character, so Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, and Batgirl, 11 suits, and you can change the way the Bat Cycle looks or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, but apparently this game is going to be the biggest Gotham map that has ever been in what's it called in video game history.
I
Wait,
mean,
wait,
it
wait,
better
wait,
be.
wait, 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 wait.
I mean, that doesn't.
You
That
you're
doesn't make
talking
me
like
happy,
in
though.
terms of DC history, right? Not video game history, right?
Yeah, DC video game
Okay,
history.
there you go.
No!
I was like-
Oh my fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I lost.
So
No, it's like it's
Man,
at least you fucking
man's gaming, man.
definitely
I mean,
gaming.
at least it's getting shit on me there. But like I said, man, honestly, from like what today's interview from IGN, it was like, yeah, this is gonna have the biggest Gotham in video game history.
Like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a bug. When they say biggest, just reminds me of Tower. I'm sorry, not sorry, bringing up that
Oh,
comparison, bro. I
man.
don't care. I don't care if it's the biggest. I don't care if it's 16 times the detail. That shit ain't doing nothing for me. It is not doing anything for me, bro. Like, give me good content. Give me good combat.
They need to,
Just good
They need to
story.
sell that. It's just a fucking advertise for like to just like sell the.
they
fucking
need to
game.
advertise it.
No, they
That's the
don't. They,
problem.
bro, the reason why they're not advertising, I can literally tell you, and we had this conversation before. They are not advertising it because they don't want to spend more money on a game that they think is going to fail. That is literally it.
Is it like the Lego Star Wars situation? where-
No, bro, no. Lego Star Wars, they didn't feel like promoting it because A, literally streamers were promoting it themselves, and B, it actually had good combat.
I saw,
This-
I saw it, like, yeah, like TikTok. Like I saw that game all over TikTok. Like,
And then this game is not the case, dude. Everyone's flaming it, and rightfully so. And they know damn well if they promote this game, they're gonna lose more money. So
I have a feeling though, don't get me wrong, I have a feeling it's just gonna be average, but I think this is just like their side project. I don't see this.
oh my,
being
Talati, me and you
No,
discussed
nah,
this.
bro.
Do not do that, bro. I said, bro, no way in hell are you gonna say this is a side project. There's no way in hell you're going to say that because they put a lot of money into it, dude. If the game fails, I guarantee you, bad things are gonna happen for the studio. Bad things will happen for the studio in terms of probably layoffs. And I don't
I
like
mean-
saying that, but it took them that long to make a video game, and this is what they
I mean,
gave
that-
consumers.
That's because everyone didn't want the fucking Damian Wayne.
No, that is not just the reason. Tala. That is not just the reason, bro. That's not because of backlash. It doesn't matter if someone doesn't want something. If they are confident within their combat, within their story, they'll continue doing it.
Okay.
You know that's for a fact, bro.
That's your
That
opinion.
is not my, okay. Let's ask other people. Bless. Will they were working on a Batman game, right? And Talati is thinking because no one wanted Damian Wayne as Batman, that just gives them like, okay, we're just gonna reboot it after 2 or 3 years working on it. Like, that doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
Retool it.
Okay.
Like, from what I was
In
told,
terms of development time, you're not gonna reboot a game because no one's gonna like the main character.
No, yeah.
No.
I mean, the only thing I can see happening is they're fucking, doing a fucking Avengers, which is, them bringing. They're saying Batman is dead, but he's not actually
I
dead.
don't think I think everyone's in agreement with that. Like, I think you'll probably fight him because the Court of Owls faked his death, and then you break his control, and he helps with you at the end mission. It's predictable. I don't think the story is gonna do anything that great, if I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not worried about the story. Well, obviously, I'm not. Well, I kind of knew the predictable story. The one thing I'm worried about though is people comparing it when they should be comparing it to Assassin's Creed more likely than Arkham. That's
I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't like Assassin's Creed, so that makes it even worse.
I know what you mean, but I mean.
So, if people say they do not like the combat, they aren't going to like the combat. You can't force it on somebody.
Nah, I know. I know that. I'm not forcing it on anyone. I'm just
So
saying
you
that
can understand why they're having a lot of downvotes on YouTube videos, right?
Yep, pretty much. I know what that reason is. I pretty much know because they didn't like the Harry. But did you know there was an Instagram post posted on the Gotham Knights Twitter handle, not Twitter handle, on Instagram, right? And it wasn't even capped at 30 frames per second.
Okay.
So I think whoever did the recording for Gotham Knights or whatever for the Red Hood thing capped it at 30 and they fucked up everything. Whoever
Okay.
edited.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, though, bro.
We
30
gotta-
FPS on a recording still isn't gonna like make the combat like less bad, like more bad in that regard. It's just, bro, like it's just a 30 FPS video. That's like me doing like my FF7 remake streams
my
is capped at
question
30 FPS, right? That-
Yeah,
that- Uh-huh.
here's my question. Here's my question for you. How much gigabytes do you think it'll be have?
I don't know, bro. Like, like how am I supposed to know, bro? That's like,
Bro.
dude, it ranges from game
let's
developer
go.
to game developer. You got Call of Duty that's like 100 or 150, and then you got like Witcher 3 that's like 50 or 60 gig. Like, I'm not a magician. I'm not gonna know
Expert, so
because I'm not a game developer. I can't fucking tell you like, in terms of like audio they're using or polygons, like how much polygons are within the environment and the character models. Like, I can't tell you that.
right. Okay.
let's
So
let's
let's
move
go-
on to the
Yeah.
topics. We've been here an
Yeah,
hour
we've been here.
already.
Yeah, so let's go into Summer Game Fest. Overall, the only games I was interested in was Fort Solace. There was this game, Frost Giant or something Studios. It was made by former StarCraft developers. Terrible showing just because like they didn't show any gameplay. It was just a CGI trailer. I think CGI trailers are only meant for like big reveal like IPs that are known, which makes sense. If you're literally like a brand new studio with a brand new IP, does not make any sense whatsoever. I enjoyed, the showing with what is it, Callisto Protocol. That was really good. Just seeing the damage, the horror elements, like literally, Dead Space creator making this game. The atmosphere is good. The music is great. It's just like the ambient like noises and like how gory it is. Like, and having this game come out in December, I'm just super excited for it. And just seeing like the new death animations that they're implementing within this game is really, really good. So it's like one of my like hype games for this year if it doesn't get pushed back. Hopefully it doesn't, because this is kind of a dry year. What else is of note? There's this game, I forgot what it's called. It's kind of interesting. It's and Nev kind of gave me like the title of the movie, but it reminded me of The Truman Show. The Truman Show. It reminded me of like The Truman Show. Like how like the main character is within like the set of a movie or TV show broadcast to the world and he's trying to escape. So I thought that was like a cool like premise that's taken from like that movie and applied to like an indie game. So
What
I thought
was it
that
again?
was cool. I don't know what it's called, but it's based on the Truman, like, the idea is based on like the premise of the Truman Show movie. I would have to look at this Summer Game Fest list. And what else was of note? Call of Duty demo graphically looks great. Like, I would get it if it wasn't $70. $70 on
Would
Steam.
you buy it on a key site?
Listen, man, I can't confirm nor deny if that would ever take
Confirming.
place.
Take it as you leave it.
I'll say Activision games sometimes rarely are on key sites.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Cup-
actually they are. They are.
Call of Duty rarely like you'll find a good deal. They usually just. I mean, I know Crash is really Crash and Spyro are like plentiful.
Yeah, but
Not Call of Duty.
it is their first time like coming back to Steam. So,
Yeah.
Cuphead, the Delicious Last Course looks cool.
yeah,
When does that come out again?
I thought it was in July,
end of the
right?
month?
Summer?
No, wait.
Is it June?
No,
End of
June 30th. June 30th.
Okay. Because I was like, I feel like it was.
Yeah, Four Solos. That's with Roger Craig's. Roger, the guy who voiced Arthur Morgan, and
Roger Clark.
Go
yeah, as well as Troy Baker. So that looks cool. It's only a Steam game. So, Routine. I know people were hyped about that. I never got into like the routine like series. Like it's supposedly like a. I wouldn't want to say big, but like people were hyped about it.
Another space game.
Yeah.
Another space horror game. Love to see it.
Mm.
Oh, the game was American Arcadia that I was talking about. That kind of like the
okay.
Truman Show vibe thing. Then there was Goat Sim 3. Cool, I guess. Not into the Goat Simulator games. Marvel Midnight Suns.
Never
They
knew that
definitely
existed.
did not show the gameplay. They showed another CGI trailer, and then like a couple minutes or hour later after the show, they showed the. It's still being card based system.
I think didn't they make changes or something? I saw that.
No, dude, it's still card based.
I mean, like it's less
card-based,
RNG. They said they like heard about like that. People are concerned about RNG, and like they said it's not gonna be like that.
I don't know. I was expecting
for
like
me-
I was expecting XCOM though. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with
For
me.
me,
so
it's-
disappointed.
For me, I was so disappointed in it because the way it looked, the way, like, like, oh, you have to take turns and like the whole, like they did like what 10-minute gameplay or
I
something.
mean, it's for access. Like you definitely have to take turns.
Yeah, for
Well, it was afterwards. So I think it was 20.
originally.
I think
Oh, they did another one.
It
Yeah,
was
it
after
didn't
Summer Game Fest.
it was after Summer Game Fest that I was not impressed by it, even though because I'm not huge into the card game genre type of thing.
Mhm.
I was not impressed by it because I just feel I just feel that they should have shown,
Just say like
they
what
should have
everyone
shown
thinks. It
stuff,
should have been like an XCOM game. Like these are the same
Yeah.
devs that done XCOM. Like
but why
like
didn't they do that?
I
they
don't
just
know.
did-
I can't tell you.
That's weird. That's weird. Anyway, but other than that, Summer Game Fest was Spaceship.
Let's finish it real quick. Soul Hackers 2, cool. I'm getting it. Comes out August. Xbox people better support this game. That's all I gotta
Nintendo
say
people
here.
better support this game.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, it's not on Switch. Sorry, it's not on Switch.
I'm bugging. You
Mhm.
are you going through it like?
I'm
we're
just
going
going-
through all together, or are you just saying?
I'm just saying like the more impactful. Like you can like add something that you thought was interesting. Metal Hellsinger. I'm not that interested. I think there's a demo out right now still. They showed the Saints Row creator. I don't care.
Definitely don't care about that.
Gotham Knights trailer
Don't
was
care.
abysmal to me. Anything before we go into The Last of Us?
I was gonna say this is a lot of space horror, like all around. I thought Witchfire looked okay as a game.
Yeah.
Witchfire looked okay. Aliens Dark Descent. The Alien games are either pretty good or terribly awful.
Yeah.
So who knows how that's gonna turn out. Yeah, Fort Solace maybe it's a maybe.
All right.
But yeah, Callisto Protocol is probably like the best thing. It was honestly, it's like the best thing that was shown. Like that weekend. Honestly, it might have been the best thing that was shown that weekend entirely to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that shit. They had multiple showings. That shit was so fucking good. But
Alright.
yeah, I don't know. That's
So-
basically it. And Cuphead.
And then this game got leaked before. Dude, Jeff Keighley, I know Jeff. It seemed like Neil was also pissed off during that. At the end, right? Like
The snitch.
the snitch. No, not even the snitch, right?
Oh, the snitch didn't do it.
No, snitch like leaked like the release date, right? It's saying
think so.
PC and
Yeah,
PlayStation 5, but
Yeah, he-
PlayStation themselves leaked it through their store.
Oh yeah, it's a website and everything.
Yeah, it
Oh,
had like
yeah,
the
yeah,
trailer and
Last of Us
everything.
remake.
That's
So
true.
So they came in and they talked about HBO Max. Why say HBO Max? It's HBO, but it's also gonna be on Max. But cool, whatever. They showed pictures. Said, hey, Troy and Ashley are gonna be a brand new character within the show, and they're not spoiling what it'll be. I'm like, cool. I mean,
Abby.
bro, stop this. Jeez. Anyways, they of course talked about factions, and it seems like factions is definitely gonna be launching on PC day and day. Like,
or within a shorter amount of time, because they just said that it's being developed for. They didn't say
no,
it's
I'm saying
releasing as well.
not the remake. I'm saying, I think
Oh, I'm tripping.
factions will be
you're
day
right.
and day. It's not
Yeah,
even
you're
called
tripping, I'm
factions.
bugging.
It's a brand new game that it's gonna have some story elements within the online. Like, it's an online game, but it's gonna have some story aspects. I
That's
got the
something,
vibe that it's gonna be like a kind of like Division open world in San Francisco, because they showed the concept art. And what I think they're gonna do is also have your modes that you like, your classic modes, when, like, I don't know, like, talk to somebody on this map and you get to do some classic factions like things, but then you'll have like some BR, like battle royale, like in a different area or something like that. That's what I'm getting the vibe of from what they're describing. Do I think it'll be free to play? Absolutely not. I don't think
You don't
so.
think so? You don't think
No,
so?
no. They're saying like they're adding story elements to it as well. So
I mean, but like, I think like most free to play games have that though. They have story elements in them already.
yeah,
Like,
but
you know how like every season there's a new like a 2.5 minute trailer. to show
yeah,
you
but
something?
no,
That's-
they're
that's-
making it sound like it's the Naughty Dog type of story, not
No,
that
I
type.
don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
I think it
honestly.
will, because like they're trying to be super ambitious with. That's what I'm assuming at this point.
I think they're just
I
gonna.
feel like it's gonna be like Escape from Tarkov type thing.
It's just gonna like match industry trends, and part of the industry trends is free to play.
I don't think
Like-
it'll be free to play. I don't. I really don't.
Mm.
I think it'll. I really don't think so, because it's taken that long, because it's spun off to be its like own thing, right?
Well, own thing is for like, because I'm just thinking like how would you like sell it again to people who bought Last of Us 2 already? I don't know. You know what I mean?
But,
Like,
but the thing is, it's its own game. Like you're not going to be selling it to those people. That's. Do I disagree or agree with that? That's an entirely different situation. But this is what I think they're going to go with. I don't see them going like, "Oh, this is free." I really don't. Could I see them selling it for maybe like 30 or 40? Or I could also see them selling it for 70. I don't know at this point
no,
with
they're
PlayStation.
they're not.
I really don't know.
'cause even like most games
Definitely
that
not buying that
most games that like launched like paid to play or whatever, like let's see, Fall Guys or Rocket League or fucking what was it? Wasn't Knockout City? You had to pay for that too or something like that. Like most of those games are not free to play now. Like it's kind of just like I think
Yeah,
I think
they
that
just turned free to play.
even like I think
Even-
they're saying Battlefield, they're saying like, oh, Battlefield should go free to play. Like I think Call of Duty is like the only one that like hasn't had those discussions. But the thing is with Call of Duty is like Warzone. and-
Well, okay, but the games you're
Even-
talking about failed like badly because of
No,
other
hold on.
factors.
Rocket League didn't fail.
Hold on. Rocket League was a tremendous success. And
No, but
also
it wasn't. Well, to
hold-
be fair,
hold on.
Rocket.
Also, PUBG went
hold
free
on.
to
No,
play.
no, no,
PUBG
no, no,
PUBG went free to
Wait,
play
wait.
too.
I'll let you like get your shit off, Bless. After I say Rocket League initially, before it was on PS Plus, right? But it was also being sold afterwards when it wasn't on PS Plus, right? Then they made it free to play, right?
They made it free to play rather recently, but it was Rocket League has always been a success. It's always been
Yeah,
a major.
No,
It
no,
was-
I'm
it
not
wasn't
saying that.
horrible
It
flop.
still had a price tag, though.
Yeah, it was $20.
Yeah. I'm
But
saying
no,
like I
that's
just
what he's
don't see
saying.
Last of
That-
Us being like.
Like even
No,
if they're
no.
free-
What Alicia's saying is they were initially paid and then they went free to play anyway.
yeah,
Mhm.
because they saw
But-
the way the industry was going.
Yeah, and another game that's like that is Overwatch. Overwatch 1
Yeah,
was
exactly,
$60.
yeah,
Overwatch
exactly.
2 is free.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. I think like maybe like Siege, Call of Duty.
Yeah, Siege.
I think,
Siege
like,
is
I think,
Siege
like,
is like
that's
$5,
it.
so it's like
Yeah,
Siege
yeah.
might as well go free to play at
Yeah.
this point. So it's like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there aren't a lot of like big pay to play multiplayers left. There aren't
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like if they want to reach the most users, because part of the reason I think like I saw like what was it, Gene Park be like, oh, Jim Ryan wants Sony's games to be like more like access. They want to have reach a wider audience. What better way to reach a wider audience with your IP than to make your game free to play?
and I also feel like you're more likely to pay for microtransactions the barrier to entry is literally $0.
Absolutely.
See, I don't know, dude.
I
It
think
depends.
you're
Like,
way more likely to pay for microtransactions.
I don't know if I want like that type of aspect.
Psychology.
Now, this is where I'm gonna have to disagree because we have free to play that is so intrusive to the point where it's a terrible game,
Like what?
like Diablo Immortal.
That's a mobile game. I don't count.
It's also on PC, is it not?
Okay. Give me a console PC game that's free.
Halo
to play.
Infinite.
Is that as intrusive as Battlefront 2, as Call of Duty?
Halo Infinite is to the point where they literally lied and said you could get any skins you want, any terms of armor you want, and you're paying $10 per skin.
Okay. Call of Duty lies every year about saying there's.
And
no
I don't
supply
disagree.
drops,
And
no
I don't
supply
disagree.
drops, and no pay to play weapons.
Alicia,
and supply
am I
drops.
disagreeing? Yes or no?
No, but I don't think that free to play games are more intrusive than pay to play. I think pay to play games are actually worse. I think if you go back and you look at like Call of Duty, they were charging for season passes, battle passes, loot boxes, and they're putting weapons in loot boxes. There were also weapons in loot boxes that were only limited time available. So like you can only like get it for like that specific month, get this weapon, and that's it. If you don't get in the supply drop, then you're done. No free to play game that I know is like that. They don't lock out weapons, they don't lock out content.
Okay. I
They
think
don't
I
lock
can
out
compromise in
content.
terms of what I think is I still think they're going to charge a regular price tag for factions and later make it free to play with expansions. That's the only way I can see it.
Do you think factions will be a traditional multiplayer game?
No, I said it's going to be like the Division in a bigger aspect. That's what I like the initial impressions that I'm getting in terms of saying this is a way bigger game that they expected.
Mm-hmm.
And they're adding story elements. I didn't think they were going to add story elements to an online game. So,
I mean, that's been around for a while.
but yes, not Naughty Dog style though.
But how do you know like they won't be?
Because they're talking about that, bro. If they're saying
like,
they're going to
they'll hype it
introduce
up.
like, if they're saying
they're
that
gonna
they're,
hype it up.
if they're going to say they're adding story elements, I'm assuming there will be cutscenes and not CGI cartoon cutscenes or anything like that. Firstly, I'm not interested in like factions just because I think multiplayer games are kind of garbage right now, if I'm going to be honest, in my own personal opinion. Like, but I think that's what they're trying to end up doing for their fan base.
Okay, so in multiplayer games they have cutscenes every season. They have little like secret
Yes, I already
modes
know.
and
Like
maps.
Fortnite
Yeah.
has their thing. I don't think they're doing that.
So how would they? How do you think they're? Gonna
I think
do
it's going to be interwoven in terms of story missions within the online aspects that they're creating within their game.
Okay.
That is what I think they're doing.
Also another one. Destiny 2 went free to play. That's another one.
Yeah, but they initially charged what $60. Like I said, I think
$60, yeah.
that's what I think is when they have their expansion, then they'll go free to play. But initially, there won't be that barrier to entry point unless you want to wait that long.
All right.
So
I want to give my quick.
yeah, go.
I think Last of Us remake. Obviously, I don't think it was much needed, but it's probably gonna coincide with the actual show, so they're gonna get their money for that. It being $70 is fucking stupid because it's missing half the game. Actions didn't release the day that Last of Us released, but it was known that it was gonna have a multiplayer component before they released the game. Like a few weeks before, they were like, "There's gonna be multiplayer." So, Last of Us remake not having half of the game is fucking bullshit. Especially if they're charging you more money for it, and then you see people that have been capping on like spaces and shit saying like, "Oh, why would you be mad over that?" Or people are fake mad, it's fake outrage. It's not fake outrage. If I played factions for hundreds of hours, I want to play factions for more time.
I think
If it and the fact so the fact that they're doing their own multiplayer thing with the factions 2 or whatever it's going to be called, I understand that. That's going to be a separate thing, and you may charge money for it. You're remaking the original game. I want to play the original game's multiplayer, but you're not doing it. And it's the same type of principle that I have with Lost Legacy coming to PC. I'm not buying that collection. Even though Uncharted is like one of my favorite franchises, I'm not buying that shit because they took away half the game. They took away the multiplayer. It's like they're selling you something for in Lost Legacy's defense, it's not more money. But Last of Us, they're selling you for more money with less content. So it's like, fuck you. I'm not gonna give you my money.
Mhm. Okay, so
But-
Bless, there is a point that I think people mentioned, right? Is there some fake outrage about it? I believe there is, but most of it is genuine. Reason why I say that and other people say that is because there were people, and you probably could check this out, that were literally like, Last of Us Part 2 doesn't need multiplayer, this and that.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
need
those
it.
people-
And then
those people are
then
fucking
with the
cappers.
remake,
Those
they're like,
people are
oh,
fucking
no, it
cappers.
needs it now. Like, what happens? You know what I mean? They're going with the flow. They're going with what everyone's saying because for what I don't know if it's cloud to be in the in crowd now. I don't know, but there are people who were like that. That's what I want to preface saying.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So there are people that have done that, but when I would join these spaces, like genuinely speaking, like I would talk and then like I would leave and then they'll be like, oh yeah, it's typically all these people are just fake outrage. It's like, bro, did you not hear what I was just saying? Like,
Mhm.
I played the game for hundreds of hours, if not thousands. Like, come on now, like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I don't
That's like-
disagree. The only way I could like, they definitely like from Last of Us remake. So the only thing I'll say, it definitely shouldn't be $70. People are gonna buy it regardless. It seems like because the Firefly edition sold out. So
Yeah,
you can see how people are.
it's just
I was gonna
just
say
sad,
there
honestly.
was a portion where people were just comparing the CGI cutscenes of like the pre-render CGI cutscenes of the original game to the in-engine cutscenes of the remake, right? Which they're like, oh, see, there's no difference. It's like, well, one's a CGI cutscene and then the other is an in-real engine, and then because I saw what is it that the post where they actually showed a little gameplay, like the section of Joel getting hit with a clicker, and then they showed the screenshot of the remaster version with the remake. It's like, yeah, you can definitely tell that there is a big difference between the two.
Those people are just cappers. They're fucking blind.
Oh yeah,
The pre-render versus the actual new shit looks much better already. So those people are literally just blind, bro. Like,
yeah, but
those are.
they are saying, smarter AI. We'll see if they are smarter compared to like the original. Because I haven't played the original in a while. I don't know if the AIs were dumb. It's been ages because I don't replay. I feel like I played it 3 times, and like the last time I played it might have been, I don't know, like 2016. I can't recall. So I don't remember if the AI was bad in the original game. So, and then they're sounding like it's gonna have like the same type of gameplay within Part 2 in terms of fluidity. I doubt it'll have the proning under the cars because I feel like Joel's too big to be under the cars, to be fair. But I don't know. Wasn't Abby also under cars? I could be wrong about that.
I don't know.
I would have to replay Part
I
2
don't
again. But like it'll be interesting in those aspects of like how the gameplay will be more fluid. But I agree with what you're saying because you played factions and you cared about factions. You have every right to feel that way. I don't think people
And-
telling you that you shouldn't feel that way. Like you have every reason to feel that way. Like,
Yeah.
I don't got much else to
Oh.
say just because it's like $70. I still think is too much. Like I think $70 in general is too much. Other people don't believe that. Like I said, in terms of like I guess in terms of demand and supply, like as PC gamers, it's a way different like section of gamers where we won't buy $70 games or we'll go on other avenues to get the games, and then they'll change the price or adjust the price. That's I think why, but console gamers don't really think like PC gamers. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say again, or that they updated the graphics, but I'll say some people have said, and I agree to some of it, that I don't like how the new models look compared to the old ones.
mhm.
It's a preference thing. I don't think it has like a different art style type of vibe. Like
Yeah, they definitely
Tommy looks like a he's a crackhead or some shit.
I feel like the Troy,
And
the
Tess
Joel and Tess
ugly.
thing, they definitely made them look more like the actors. You know, like what do you call them? Like the voice actors. Like
Yeah.
Troy, definitely Joel. Like in part 2, definitely looked more like Troy, in terms of face structure, and the same thing with Tess. If you look up Tess's voice actress, like looks more like her than the original did, and the same thing with Ellie. Looks way more like Ashley Johnson than what part remaster did, and now they're making more look along the lines of that. So
And last thing is CGI or not CGI. The JPEG of the
PC.
multiplayer
Oh.
is whack.
yeah,
They gave us a JPEG. I sleep.
yeah.
Are you hype? You're not hype?
There were people that were
JPEG,
hyped.
bro. There's a lot you can get from a JPEG, bro. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
And I know Salazar said Joe looked like Troy. I meant face structure looked more like Troy, not like, of course, himself. That's what I
But
meant.
yeah, that's all I gotta say on it.
I think that's really it for Summer Game Fest. Like, I gave it like a 5 or 4.5 out of 10. I think it definitely was better than last year. They're definitely on the right track. But we'll see, you know? We'll see. Let's go into Xbox Showcase. Oh boy.
Oh, yes.
So I can tell you right now, the show I didn't care for. The only aspects I liked about it is very few. I think High on Life was cool. Rick and Morty creators, I believe. So that's cool. And we have Persona going on Steam and PC. That's
That
cool.
was-
That's really
that was
cool.
right.
That was like
That
the biggest thing for.
good
That was the
news.
biggest thing
That was
for
good
me.
news.
Blastred will finally play Royal. He will finally, after almost 3 years.
I'll play.
But you
it.
know, wait,
I don't
wait,
know-
wait,
I
wait,
don't know
but-
if- I don't know if I'll beat it.
But Elise, let's be real. You know how Sega is. When we have that on Steam, you're gonna see all those DLCs for the Personas, all of them, all $60 worth. Dude, I hate man. Sega is something else at points, bro. They're definitely greedy, because Persona was never like this. In terms of like,
Yakuza too.
and
With, like,
'cause
judging for
like a
hard mode and
like a
space and
dragon
shit.
has a lot of DLC as
Yeah,
well.
a lot of bad DLC. But no one
So I was just like, Sega is definitely trying to like squeeze everything out of like Persona and Yakuza as they can.
Yep.
It's a shame.
So
But wait, Pentiment. That's a cool game, but I kind of got angry when I saw it, and it's
Why'd you
it's
get
not
angry?
because of the game. It's
why the
because I
fuck
was
is this
expecting.
existing?
I was expecting Avowed.
Why the fuck does this exist?
What's Pentiment again? What is that game again?
It's like
it's made by Obsidian.
yeah,
It was
it's
like
by Obsidian.
it was like a 2D. It's like a 2D,
like
no combat. It's a story
medieval
game.
esque game.
Oh, okay.
That
boy.
shit.
Like
That's what
I
I
was
said- that's what I
expecting
thought.
Avowed, and Jason Schreier before the show happened said, and he deleted his tweet. I don't know why, but he said Avowed it wasn't going to be there, and it
Yeah.
changed directors a couple times, and it seems like it rebooted.
Man,
And now
that-
I'm a
that-
little
that-
scared because I'm like, I feel like this doesn't happen to Obsidian, so I'm just confused as to what's happening with Avowed now.
The management of
Can
Microsoft.
we add that to the list of Microsoft? We got Rare, we got 343, we got what else we got? We got fucking State of Decay guys.
The
What else
Initiative.
Bless, we have Bless. Help me out.
The
Uh,
At
Initiative.
least 3 more. It's at least like 3 more.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect
Yeah.
Dark. Yeah, Initiative. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's what the Initiative is perfect.
That's true. Initiative.
Everwild.
Everwild.
What was
you already
the
said Rare.
what was the indie studio that's been working on a
Forza
game?
too. The Forza
Yeah,
game of Fable.
Playground.
No.
Yeah,
There was
Fable
another
was
one. Was it Contra or Contra? Like the one
State
who
of
did
Decay
We
3.
Happy Few.
Oh,
Yeah,
and what was
you,
it?
They were having trouble.
Yeah.
Double Fine?
No, that's not that.
No,
one.
Double Fine's fine. They released Psychonauts.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought okay. In Exile. Is that in Exile? That is
Yeah, I
We
think
Happy
so.
Few? Who did
No,
We Happy
In
Few?
Exile is an RPG studio.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm giving them
that's
like
RPG.
I'm giving
They
them a
made, like,
little credit.
Wasteland.
Yeah, Wasteland was the recent game that they put out, so I don't fault them for that. They just got off a game.
yeah.
Compulsion. Compulsion.
That's
Compulsion,
it.
yes, yes.
That's
That's
what
the
if
one,
we
that's
happy
the
few.
one.
They've been on a
That's
game
the
for
one.
ages and we haven't seen it yet.
They made a DLC for that game like in like 2018 or some shit,
Jeez.
and then haven't seen anything yet since.
So I don't know what's happening over there, man. It's like, and also they didn't set expectations. They literally didn't. They waited in the beginning of the show for the next 12 months. I'm like, what? I was like, yo, like, I'm confused. Why didn't you
So-
tweet about this beforehand?
Yeah,
They're stupid, honestly. Okay, so all right, let's go through some stuff. I got the list of games here that most of everything that they showed actually. So Naraka Blade Point, coming to console. I guess
Was
that's
that the
a
game that looked
cool
like God of
thing.
War, like combat wise?
Yeah, it's like a samurai. It's a samurai battle royale.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's not the one.
It's a PvP.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good
okay,
on that.
sorry.
Uh,
That's not the one.
Oh, PvP. So I mean, and it's getting story content, which is cool, I guess. So
Y'all gonna check it
anyone that
out?
cares about that?
Nope.
Okay, then there you go. Who
No,
cares?
I didn't play it on PC, so I'm definitely not
I
gonna.
mean,
play.
I know somebody that does play it. So I know someone that I play. He was super hyped about it, and I was just like,
Yippee!
"Oh man!" I'm just like, "Oh, good for you." But
I heard-
Go on.
I heard the combat was good, or from somebody that played it. I heard the combat's fire, but like that's.
I
about it.
also
That's everything
heard
I know
the
about it.
combat was fire and what was that game by Ninja Theory and the game died.
Heavenly Sword.
No, what? It was a.
Oh, you're talking about the one that actually died?
Oh,
yeah.
Bleeding Edge.
Yeah, Meds was hyping that game up for a minute. So the combat was fire. The game died.
Yeah.
That game didn't
Yeah,
deserve
hot
to
fire.
die like that. To
No,
me.
it didn't.
That was crazy.
What are you talking
It
about?
didn't- it-
Bless, come on.
That-
We're not gonna get into this conversation.
Wait, the game came out 2019, right?
Wait. I got a good thing. For
No, it was like a year, 2 years ago, 2020.
that. Yeah,
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
instead of calling it bleeding edge, it should be called bled out.
Bleeding ass.
Oh my gosh.
Bled
all
out.
right, all right. Next.
Bleeding ass.
What's the
All right.
next game?
All right, Elder Scrolls DLC. I sleep.
Yes,
Uh,
sleep.
Oh,
Sleep.
no,
Elder
Elder Scrolls Online
No.
DLC.
I thought you said Eldest Souls.
Oh, that's a
No.
good game. Elder Souls
No,
is a
that
good
shit
game.
wasn't shown.
I thought you said Eldest Souls.
No.
But if it ain't Final Fantasy 14, I'm not touching it when it comes to MMOs.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
fuck that shit. As Dusk Fall, they showed that again. Honestly, I don't want to play that game at all. It's like a painting. It's like a Walking Dead, but like each thing is like a painting. It's like a moving painting. It's like I don't really care. It doesn't
Skip.
intrigue me at all.
They've
And
been
then
they've been showing that for like 3 damn years.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that game. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels, which is just copy paste DLC. You love to see it, I guess.
Yeah,
but
wasn't it
Game
like
of the
in the
year,
earlier
baby. Game of the
Horizon
year.
games or something like that?
it was in 3. Hot Wheels
Yeah.
DLC was in 3, so they just
Yeah.
copied that shit.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
I mean, I honestly I haven't even beaten the regular Forza Horizon. I don't know why, but I heard they're gonna bring TAA to it, so maybe I'll come back and look at non-shimmering trees. I guess I don't know. What else did they show? A Plague Tale Requiem. That game looked fucking good. That game looked
It's a-
fire.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Push Square just published something saying PlayStation won't be at Gamescom this year.
No, yeah, I
That's
was gonna
fine.
talk about it after that, after everything. But yeah,
Damn.
they are.
So anybody played the first A Plague Tale or no?
I see. Me and you. I think
No.
you loved it more than I did. I think it was a good game. It definitely seems like they're improving a lot of the game stuff I had gripes with.
Yeah, they're
So-
making it more combat oriented. They get
Yeah.
crossbows and shit.
Hmm.
But graphically, that game looks amazing. What else? Valheim coming to PC, coming to the Xbox.
Xbox,
I
yeah.
guess
We'll see if that gets supported by Xbox people.
Yeah,
the
right.
motherfuckers
Yeah,
ain't playing
right.
that shit.
Yeah, it's a
They ain't
PC
playing that
game,
shit.
bro. They hate PC
What do they play? What do Xbox
games.
guys even play?
We'll get into it later,
Like,
bro.
I don't even know.
I want to talk about TMNT, but we'll get into it later because
They don't. Play
we'll talk about it. But keep going with the list.
I don't play fucking nothing. I don't know. I don't know if they showed Warhammer, but Warhammer 40K is on this list. Fallout 76 DLC.
Oh
Actually,
man.
No one cares. Okay. Grounded is releasing. I guess.
Yippee!
Yeah, officially 1.0.
Man, I'm so
Officially?
excited, guys. Guys, I'm so excited. Let me tell you right now. I'm really
I
excited.
heard it's good, but I will never know
Dude, that-
because I'm not playing that game. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
people, I swear, like, you don't hear anyone playing that shit though. Like,
I don't, yeah, I hear through the grapevine that it's
Exactly.
good.
They don't play. They don't
I hear
play
through
it,
the
though.
grapevine that it's
They
good.
don't play it.
Yeah, and then they showed Overwatch 2, but you know that shit, no Game Pass badge because that deal has not gone through yet.
I mean, it's free to play, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they
Well,
could have
well-
did the same. They could have did the thing where they have all DLC come in
Oh.
or whatever. You know, like the other games that they know.
Can I
Mhm.
give my opinion about Overwatch 2?
What? What's up?
I mean, just I guess go for
I,
it.
I was gonna say that I think that game should be free to play.
I mean, it is free to play.
It is.
It is.
Not on PlayStation.
No.
No, it is. It's free to play
Overwatch
everywhere.
2
Wait.
is gonna be
No,
free to
Overwatch 2.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch should be free to play. It's just I think the PVE you have to pay for, but no one.
Yeah, yeah. You have to pay for
Yeah.
the story stuff.
Yeah, but no one cares
Yeah.
about that anyways.
I'm
Yeah.
not caring about that. I'm talking about the multiplayer because when I tried to find the multiplayer,
Well, they're saying the multiplayer for
Multiplayer is free
2
to play.
is.
Multiplayer is free to play.
The second game is not out yet.
Yeah.
When it releases, it's gonna be free to play for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
why can't COD be like that, man? Why
do you-
can't Call of Duty?
Because they
be
make
like
so
that?
much money, bro. They don't need. Dude,
Yeah,
like,
they don't need to make it
again-
free to
again,
play. They're
talk about
charting number
intrusive.
1 in like.
Intrusive, right? So like they got a battle pass. I
Well,
think
to be fair,
that was
hey
a bit
man, to
better.
be fair, they're Activision, okay? Activision
a
Blizzard
bit
are the most intrusive company of all time, besides EA.
Yep.
Yep.
So let's go with the next game. Less.
High on Life.
Yeah,
people
that looks cool.
The
Looks
voice
cool.
actors for Rick and Morty. That game looks good.
Don't
Looks
care.
looks like a good time. What else? Scorn. That shit looks
Don't care.
fucking sleep as shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm good. We're skipping that game.
Like
I made maybe one.
like Scorn. It's like it looks nasty, but it doesn't even look fun. It doesn't. Nothing looks fun. You're always. It's every time it's shown. You're always just slowly
Dude, let's just
walking.
say it's like horror
It's
porn.
just-
It's like if you want to be a masochist and look at just some disgusting shit while playing,
Ew.
hey man, just go for it. If that gets you like rustling and stuff like that and excited, hey man, I don't judge you, bro. We all have fetishes.
Yeah, that shit
Ew,
is.
it's
That shit is
disgusting.
whack. Gunfire Reborn going to Game Pass.
Yeah,
I heard
that
game is-
game's yeah the
heard
game.
the
I
game's
my
really
my
good.
friends played it. I never played it with them because I think it has co-op. They played it co-op, so they've enjoyed it. I'm probably never checking it out, but hey man, they enjoy it, so I mean check it out if you want to.
I might buy it and see what's up because I heard it's fire, so I kind of want to see what's up. And then the Persona games coming to Game Pass. 3, 4, and 5.
All right, I got to bring a
Well, not-
caveat. I got to bring a caveat because a lot of people don't realize this. It's Persona 3 portable.
Yep, the worst. The worst.
And basically you like essentially you played 4 golden and you played the regular P5. You're able to move through the classrooms,
Yeah.
talk
It's
to
just a-
people.
it's
It's
completely
literally a
different.
visual novel in
Yeah.
the aspect of if you're not in the dungeon, you got to click to like leave and it's just like a book basically.
Wait,
yeah,
that-
dead
wait.
ass.
Wait,
Yeah,
but-
yeah. It's just a visual novel. It's just a visual novel.
Just the
So
battle
it's-
isn't.
so is anybody getting Fez, or is everyone getting
No.
that one?
Everyone's
getting
getting
that one.
portable. So
Everyone's
that's
getting
why I
that one.
literally am
That's
telling
not- that's
people
what- that's why
if
it's
you
trash.
are on
I
PC,
see. That's why people were
just
like,
emulate
care.
P3 Fez and get the mod for direct
Yeah.
commands
Just a
for your
command line.
squad. That is the best experience possible for
Yeah, that's all you
Persona
need.
3.
All you need.
I see. But yeah,
I personally think the game is fine with the AI because I beat it with the AI because I'm like that. I think it's fine with the AI, but the recommend is just by far like the best way to play.
I think this is a pretty significant news. It seems like it basically like all the Sony games outside of the Square Enix Japanese games, all of the like Sony that were known for JRPG type games that they weren't really exclusive based off of like them paying. It was just like, oh, we're just putting them only here. Like, you know, Yakuza and Persona.
I'm gonna
those
have to
games are
disagree
coming to
with you, Bless.
Xbox
Unless they're
now.
old, like I don't.
No,
that
no, no,
doesn't
no. I
prove
don't think
anything.
that's the reason. Let's keep it a buck.
No,
Do-
obviously I'm gonna obviously Xbox paid for this. But I'm
yes,
saying,
that's what I was gonna say.
that's obvious. But I'm
Okay.
saying like they're actually not being only on Sony anymore.
No, no,
which
I
is
I mean,
interesting.
they
So-
said this like 2 years ago. They said like we're gonna make Persona multiplat. Like this wasn't surprising.
Yeah.
And,
So
like,
no, but
Persona
my thing
6
is
Persona
like
6 definitely
like,
like time.
let's think about it because Yakuza even lost judgment. Phil had to drop the bag, right? Phil had to drop the bag. So I got to go through history, right? Ninja Gaiden 3, probably like arguably people's like favorite Ninja Gaiden game, was on the 360 exclusive at the time. Sold abysmally because I don't think the PS3 was even out yet. Blue Dragon sold abysmally on this. Notoriously, Xbox gamers, and I'm just saying this in terms of sales perspective, don't tend to buy JRPGs, right? So, like, a lot of the time, Phil does have to drop the bag and say, hey, can you come to our system? And then we're going to pay extra for you to be on Game Pass. And we're seeing that with Persona and Yakuza, right? The
Kingdom Hearts
franchise.
is already gone too.
And like 7, right? 7 initially for 6 months, right, was for Xbox. You had to pay for it. The game didn't sell well, and they had to get another bag from Sega. Like Sega had to get another bag from Microsoft so it could go on Game Pass. What ends up happening, though, right? Theoretically speaking, I could be completely wrong with the assessment of me thinking this way. What happens when they stop dropping the bag for Game Pass and they say, well, we don't need that because we don't want to keep spending more money and we have our own IPs and licenses, original IPs to dish out? What do you think will happen to like Atlas and Sega games? You think they'll be like, well, our games aren't selling well and we're not getting the Game Pass money anymore? Do you think they'll just drop the platform?
Yep. No doubt in my mind. Cause you know the next entry in like Persona will not go to Xbox day one. Like we know this.
Yeah, unless they pay
they're not.
crazy.
Yeah, and like and so I don't and like Persona going to Xbox, like again it's just like they said this like 2 years ago, like a few years ago, like, oh, we intend to make Persona multiplat. Like when they said that, I'm like, okay, it's only a matter of time. It's just like I'm just waiting out. You know what I mean?
But sales are going to matter. Like people need, like I'm telling Xbox guys, because I don't know, I'm in the mindset that Persona 6 will be multi-platform in general. Like I could also see, I could also see it just being like PlayStation 4 and 5, as well as Steam.
Day
But
one.
I could also, I could see in both ways. Like that's in my mindset. I could see in both ways that could happen. But like I said, if it is multi-platform and it's not going on Game Pass, it's not gonna do well.
It's gonna die.
It's gonna fucking.
But the thing is, what's gonna end up happening is Phil is gonna have to drop the bag again after 6 months to have it on Game Pass, so Sega is satisfied.
And it's not sustainable. If they just doing that.
Gotta keep dropping the bag. It's simple.
Yeah, literally.
And this, and I want to go into something else, which we'll go into something later, because it does with the anniversary, it does with a certain game, and it's a supposed boycott, which is not going to help them. But let's continue, right? Persona, I think, was one of the biggest announcements, and Kojima, right? Kojima was a big one, but there was no game. Like
Yeah,
it
man,
reminded
Kojima,
me,
bro?
it reminded me,
about?
like it reminded me, Bless, and you like in 2015, right? When I think it was 2015 or January of 2016, and this was like if Sony did this, they put it in their showcase with no game. Like basically, Sony made a video of Andrew House and Kojima that they partnered together, but it was on a YouTube video.
That was a YouTube video.
Yeah, it wasn't on their conference or anything like that.
Yeah,
so
so it's like you can't compare that shit.
So
They
and
put that
then
in a conference, like,
and then the next couple months later, they had Kojima had a trailer for Death Stranding that year. So it's like, oh, he has like an idea, and this is what it looks like. Whereas this one, it's like everyone's getting the impression that Overdose from Tom Henderson, what he saw, was gonna be there, and it wasn't the case. And it seems like Overdose may have been rebooted, and they're literally just in the beginning stages at this point. And a lot of people, also Xbox fans, don't realize this. It's a cloud-based game. You know what that means, right? And seeing the leaks from Tom Henderson or hearing about it, it was
I
on a
have no
Google
idea
Pixel.
I have no idea what the fuck.
It means it's going to be
means.
streaming. The game's being streamed.
Yeah.
So you don't
Stream.
yeah.
Stream
It's a game
only.
we don't want. It's a game
it-
we don't want.
Streaming only sounds stupid. Why would
No.
it be streaming only?
I don't know, bro.
So he's making a Google Stadia game.
Because that was his original game, was with Google Stadia at the time. That's what they from Tom Henderson saw
Oh,
the
really?
video. It was running on a Google Pixel, the game.
Oh.
Margot,
So
the person
not-
from Death Stranding.
So it's garbage.
Nothing native makes no sense because Xbox is a native console. Why?
Because they
That
don't want the
doesn't-
console anymore.
That doesn't make any sense.
hmm
I don't fucking know. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah. And then I guess Pentiment. We already kind of
Yeah,
talked about
we
that.
did.
It's the team that made. It's the team that made New Vegas. They should be on helping with Avowed or making Outer Worlds too.
I
Like,
don't know, bro.
what-
I got
what are
mad.
you
Like
doing?
I'm gonna like the game. It's just that wasn't what I wanted from
Like,
Obsidian.
Obsidian is out here trying to make like 4 or 5 games, trying to be Insomniac, bro. Focus on the games that we want. What the fuck is this?
Do you think? And I don't want to say there's a
Like,
mandate
grounded and shit.
within Game Pass, but do you think, because they do say they want to have a lot of games coming out for Game Pass with each quarter, right? Do you think they're gonna force these like teams to become smaller to work on quote unquote passion projects and smaller like skill back titles?
It definitely seems like it seems like whatever the fuck a group of people like come up to Microsoft and say, "Oh, we want to try this." Microsoft is like, "Okay, go for it."
Yeah.
Like they don't.
It's
they
content.
don't-
It's content.
It's content.
It is
You have an
content.
idea, go for it.
Yeah, it's
And
content.
That's
Doesn't matter what
basically
it
what it is. Yeah.
I mean
That's
that's
the problem.
like yeah, this is what it is. I don't know what to
I
say.
mean,
Problem.
it's like freedom is good to an extent. Like you gotta bring in the reins a bit, bro. Like I don't know.
Hey man, I feel like Matt Booty has like the easiest job just because he doesn't do anything. It seems. Listen, I'm sorry, not sorry for saying that.
Yeah, really. Microsoft Flight Sim 40th Anniversary Edition. I was confused as to like what the fuck. Why were they showing this again? But
Yeah, well,
I guess it's the 40th anniversary.
and they just show the Halo like thing, like the
Yeah.
Pelican or whatever.
That was cool. Going into outer space, that was cool. I'll say that. That was cool. What else? Diablo 4. That looked really good.
It looks good, but dude, it's Blizzard though.
And
that's
that
the
is
issue.
and that is terrifying. But it looks really good.
See, that's what everyone says. This dude,
It's-
the sweet lies, bro. The sweet little lies. Dude. I don't know. I'm jaded because I like Diablo 1 and 2 are great. Diablo 3 wasn't good, and Diablo Immortal, yeah. You heard all the horror stories with that game in terms of microtransactions.
$100,000.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't trust them. And then they talk
I
about
think-
cosmetics within Diablo 4, and I'm just like,
You see that article where some
They-
guy was like, "I spent like $5,000. I destroyed this gem in protest." Bro, you fucking.
no,
spent
it was more than 5,000. I think it was like
I don't know how much you
15,000.
spent. It was I don't know how much it was, but I'm like, dude, you spent.
It was a
money.
lot.
Like, what do you mean protest?
They did say something about I feel like they made a comment about the microtransactions or something though.
Something with cosmetics. I have to read more into it, but
I think it was like, oh, it's only gonna be cosmetic or some shit like that. I think that's what they said.
we'll see.
But it definitely looks good. Is Diablo 2 remastered good or remake? I want to.
I have it, but there were problems at launch. I'm assuming they were fixed.
You also can play the original version, I think.
Yeah, you can change between the two, I believe.
I might buy that. Redfall. I want to hear your guys' opinion on this.
All right,
Trash.
so we heard more news coming out of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you get your abilities, right? Like in terms of upgrades. So if I'm playing with you, Bless, and you're the host of the game, right? And I have my character and I get my upgraded abilities, they transfer
Mhm.
over within the game, but the story doesn't get transferred over. So
Yeah.
that's a big L in of itself there. Like like I said, if you like
I'm tired of
arcane,
this.
if you like arcane games, like you should like this game. If you don't, you're not gonna like this game. That's what I got. I feel like it's kind of like a Borderland-esque style for arcane,
Yeah.
and not Left 4 Dead. A lot of comparisons. I think it's more like Borderlands esque style.
Yeah, I don't know why people always kept saying Left 4 Dead. They confirmed you can play it by yourself, no AI
Yeah.
partners. So it's like it definitely sound more like Borderlands.
Like I said, like the last game, I'm not a big arcane guy. I feel like I loved like Dishonored 1. I didn't care for Dishonored 2, and then Prey and Deathloop didn't interest me. So like for me, I'm not interested in it, but some people are. The only thing I think is trash is like what I just mentioned was you can't carry on the story if you're not the host.
I'll say, yeah. Honestly, I kind of want that to end. That I know, like a lot. Honestly, a lot of games do still have that, where it's like, oh, you can't carry on the story by yourself. I kind of want that to end, or give you the option to carry on the story or not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Give me the option, please. But for me, I'm an Arcane Studios fan. Like I think Dishonored 1 is great. I think Dishonored 2 is great. I didn't play the standalone, but I'm assuming it's probably great. I I I played Prey. I don't know if I talked about my problem with what happened. Basically, Microsoft Game Pass fucked me, and I couldn't play the game again. So I didn't finish it. I bought the PC version, but it's like it kind of just like like you just like you got fucked up over on a game by game breaking glitch, and then
Yeah.
like you try to go back, and it's like you're not really in the mood to like go back and play 10+ hours again. That's
Yeah.
that's basically how I am.
Yeah,
Like
that's shitty.
like Prey, I think it's funny because a lot like it's kind of like divided. People think some people think it's really bad. Other people think it's like one of the best. What do you call it? Like System Shock type games to come out last generation. I'm on the side with more on that side where it's like I think the game is really good. I was enjoying my time playing it. I was really enjoying it. I think the story was interesting and everything. Um, but yeah, unfortunate. And also, I really like Deathloop. I know people are like, "Oh, that game was overhyped and reviewed too highly and shit." I think the game is really good, even though there was PC problems. I think that game is really good, and I really like the music in that game too. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this game. I'll probably buy it on Steam. Uh, I don't know. I'll probably play it solo though, because I don't know if I want to deal with all that. Like doesn't save the progress type shit. Unless I have a group of people or one other person that's more likely, because dealing with everyone else's schedule is a nightmare. That I'll probably play with like one other person, but I'm looking forward to the game. The game graphically, it didn't look very good. It looked like maybe Deathloop level, maybe lower, but
Oh.
yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'll still probably like it. So. Anyone else on that?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know. Honestly, zombie games are kind of just dead to me, just because I just don't know why you would not play Black Ops 3.
Hey
if you
man,
want a
they're
zombie.
vampires, sir.
Okay, there's fucking vampires on Black Ops 4 if you want. I don't like it's just like because Black Ops 3, like, there's a really good story. The maps are really well detailed, well designed. Lots of replayability with like custom maps and the maps themselves. I just don't see. I just look at Redfall and I'm just like, this isn't better than Black Ops 3, so I just like tune out of it. Same with any other zombie game I've ever played. No, it's. I'm serious. Like, I play a map like Horizon Track, I blow up the moon. Play like a map like Garad Crovy, I'm on a fucking dragon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just look at other games and I'm like, this doesn't touch this, so I'm checked out. So, and it just looks like a bleeding edge, grounded. They have each Microsoft studio has to have a multiplayer game to like submit when they enter as part of their initiation. It just looks like that to me. Like, okay, guys, as part of your like welcome bonus, and like have like a multiplayer game. You know what I mean? Who cares if it's good or not? Who cares if it sells? Bleeding Edge is already out of stores now, so yeah, I just like don't care. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Just play Black Ops 3. It's here on Game Pass when Microsoft bought when after the Activision deal closes through, you know. So just get Black Ops 3 on Game Pass. Just do that.
You know, the whole
catalog
catalog's gonna be on Game Pass.
Exactly that, and I will get Game Pass just to play Black Ops 4 Zombies because I'm not paying $120 for a shitty zombies mode. Because I wanted to try it. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Next one I want to cover is Forza Motorsport.
Oh, and the controversy.
So I heard this.
Ray tracing on
Bless.
track.
So this is
blessed
what I
God,
heard.
dude.
Alex on Digital Foundry. I heard mixed things, but there were also like Xbox fanatics saying one thing and the other.
Oh, I
And
got the.
you
I
got
got
the and then you got the fanboys from PlayStation. So all I got from it was Alex said, well, one, it was running on PC instead of Xbox. Then you had
Yeah.
like the apologists like for Xbox saying, well, it's the presets for the Xbox version. No one knows that. Like, I
No,
don't think
no
we
one's
can. I don't think anyone can like argue if this is the Xbox presets within the PC version. I don't think we can know that for a fact.
No, there's no way to know.
So he was saying that the ray tracing we saw is not even in the race, it was a replay. I don't know
Okay.
if that's true. That's what he was saying or whatnot, and he was upset that they were not being truly representative of what the product is or something like that. I don't know if
All right.
that's exactly what he was saying. I could be completely wrong.
So basically, there's kind of a couple of situations. So first situation, all right, we see the gameplay for in the showcase. They show ray tracing. That what they showed was gameplay. But what they showed originally in their showcase, they did a deep dive and like look at the ray tracing, and they're like, oh, how could a console do this at 4K 60? And basically they were looking and they were like, they're not using MSAA, which is typically what they use in Forza games. So it's
Okay.
like MSAA is very taxing. So it's used like 4 times, and that's pretty taxing. So it wasn't really using any anti-aliasing, or it may have been using TAA, which is coming to Horizon 5, which is obvious. That's going to be a new update. So yeah, it wasn't using any like taxing anti-aliasing, and then it was like, oh, also there's the reflection quality. It's very mirror-like, and you typically when ray tracing, the more mirror-like it is, it's obviously depending on the surface, but the more mirror-like it is, the less taxing it is, because if it's not like a completely mirror-like surface, it should be like more diffuse. You know, like it should be obviously like more diffuse, and like objects further away should be like harder to see, and you know, it wouldn't be a mirror surface, basically. So they're using less taxing ray tracing, basically. But then they were like, okay, so that was shown on PC, and then the next thing they had like a 1 minute scissor reel that was done in a replay. So in the reason that was known is because they had ray traced global illumination that wasn't in the gameplay, and also they had much higher ray traced reflections. It was actually diffused. It wasn't just a mirror.
Okay.
So it was like, what the hell? And it said in the corner, it said in-game gameplay, basically, and that's not a replay. Isn't gameplay. Like, let's be honest now.
Yeah.
So it's like that was definitely the controversy with that, and people got mad about it and shit like that. But I'll say, them targeting 4K 60 and ray tracing on console, that's very impressive. Though I hope they don't do the stupid shit with that Horizon 5 Playground did, where they were like, oh, ray tracing is only on Vista mode, even on PC. It's like, why would you limit the PC version? Like, it's stupid. So I hope that ray trace global illumination, you can turn it on PC in game, in actual racing, and hope you can actually adjust how good the ray tracing is in game as well. Because if you can't, you're limiting unlimited hardware for no reason. So, but I mean, it looked good. The environments looked like, in my opinion, the environments look definitely better than Gran Turismo 7. I don't think the weather looked as good, but environments, I mean, GT 7 got some competition, I guess.
I mean,
And they're
GT's
making
cross-gen, so. You know.
yeah. And Digital Foundry definitely said like, oh yeah, this definitely looks like a next gen game because GT 7 definitely still looks cross gen. It's noticeably cross gen.
Mm.
But the thing about GT 7 is it became cross gen after the fact though. Remember that, I believe, right? It wasn't cross gen originally. It was originally only coming to PS5. And they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it cross gen. So I guess maybe I don't know.
Or maybe it was in the plans. Okay, this is my theory. It was always like cross-gen, and they just didn't want to say it was cross-gen until, more near launch.
Yeah, like Miles or
Like
because they say Miles, like, they didn't say like Miles or Horizon was cross-gen when they announced them. They waited till later, I think,
Mhm.
to say that they were cross-gen. And that's why people got mad because
They're like, hey, you said, you believe in.
yeah,
you know,
all these games are only for
generation.
PS5, and you lied about that.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Forza.
Anyway, Microsoft some sleazers, some liars.
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking that 24-hour shit. I still can't. I'm still appalled at that. The whole
What?
devs can't save their games multiplayer until like 24 hours later.
Oh no, dude! It wasn't 24 hours. It was 48 hours.
Yeah, I'm still appalled at that. That shit is just,
Yeah, that was.
like talk about like desperate.
You heard about that, Bless, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's like
it's
Persona, like everyone's confused. They're like, Windows Store, what the hell is this?
Yeah, people are like, wait, wait, you're telling me Persona 3 and 4 are not coming to PlayStation? Yeah, I remember that. Jack was going crazy.
And the Windows Store, us Steam players were like, wait, why is it not coming to Steam? Like,
yeah.
And I was just like, what's happening? And like, they weren't supposed to say it Monday, but IGN and all these other outlets had the press release, and then they said it early. And then people started finding out all these multi-plat games that were shown were coming also to other systems. It's this new thing Xbox is doing that they're like having a media embargo for 48 hours. Where I'm just like, what is happening? Like, I think that's so dumb because like State of Play, like, and if Sony did this where it was Resident Evil like 4 remake. And they're like 48 hours. You can't say it's multi-plat. Like that would be dumb. But they didn't do that. They said like literally right after the show, coming to all platforms. Like I don't get why Xbox did it that way. I
think
truly
there
don't.
was a game. I think there was a game that like you couldn't pre-order it on other platforms except for PlayStation for like a certain amount of time. I think I don't know which game it was, but it was like I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is?
Yeah,
It's
somebody
like-
said that. Somebody said that to you.
Yeah.
In the Twitter thread, I was mad confused. I was like, that happened?
I was like, are companies so desperate for exclusive content to just any fucking little thing is like, oh, it's good. This is an exclusive now.
These
Fucking crazy, dude.
These companies are fucking.
It's
That's
so insane.
fucking weird. Next game, Minecraft Legends.
I sleep.
RTS game,
Yippee!
maybe. Real time strategy, maybe. I don't know. I don't. I mean, some people said that they were looking forward to it when I was talking to them. So I mean, that's good. Next one, Aura History Untold, straight CGI.
Wait, what is that game again?
It's supposed to be like a city builder, like a Civ game.
All right, I'm good. I'm good. You know,
Yeah,
people like that.
Civ-
That's great. Like if you
Civilization.
like City Skyline, me, I'm good on that. All right.
Yeah, I definitely don't give a fuck. Now, the next part about weird exclusivity deals, Wolong.
Oh, yeah,
Fallen
the same thing
Dynasty.
happened. 48 hours embargo.
Yep.
Team Ninja, same people that did the Neo. This is the same team because Team Ninja also did like Stranger of Paradise, but this is like the Neo team that's working on this.
If this game has the same animations, the same layout, like
Bro.
dude, if they do this shit,
I don't think so. I think this is the A
looks the
team.
same,
Like,
though.
listen. I think this is the A team.
But bro, it looks the same as Neo, like the same art style.
I mean, that's fine. I don't care about our style.
I don't know, like,
if the gameplay is fire, then it's fire.
If it has a fucking summon when you press hold both triggers, like I don't know, bro. Like, if
But
it has
personally,
that gameplay
the only thing
again-
I didn't care about it because people got hyped for it. I was like, cool, but I want to see gameplay.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying, like,
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If the
that's my
gameplay is the
feeling.
same, if it's just like Neo but with a different skin like Stranger of Paradise was, I don't care. No
This
matter
is
how
my whole thing, right? And I've said this time and time again. If it's a new IP, I want to see gameplay. If you're telling me, oh, it's a sequel, like I already know what to expect. Like you're gonna have more fine improvements, et cetera, et cetera. You'll saw that at a later date. The hype is there. This is a brand new title, and people were getting hyped because it's just Team Ninja, and I'm just like, I need to see gameplay.
Yeah,
Like, personally.
that's basically how I felt too. I was like, CGI trailer, I'm gonna give you a half dub
Yep.
because I'm interested, but there was no gameplay.
It comes out next year, right? Like March?
I don't know if it's in March.
Did
Did
they say
it?
March 2023? I don't
Dude,
know.
because a lot of these
Spring
games
or
said
something?
2023. They didn't give a freaking
Yeah,
you
within the
know,
first-
They didn't,
date.
they didn't give a month or
Yeah.
window.
But I thought Xbox did release dates though. I thought Sony only like showed games far out.
no. No.
Not anymore, bro. That's gonna be closer when it comes closer. Then and 3 months before it releases, they'll give the date. That's what I think
Yeah, 3 months,
Microsoft's
like,
gonna do.
2028,
And
2029.
and what I heard is absolutely fucking insane to me. If this game comes out a day early on Game Pass,
Are you
that's
kidding?
exclusivity
Bro.
deal. That's the exclusivity deal. That makes no
Oh,
fucking sense.
brother.
What
Oh,
is the
brother.
point of that?
I don't know.
What is the point
Is that
of
is this rumor or
coming
is this
out
true?
first? From what I've seen, I don't know. From what
Oh,
I've seen, I guess it's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Okay.
But if this is true, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Actually, no. Wait, no. I think I confirmed it. It's probably on my Twitter. I remember looking it up. I'll do that at a different time. But yeah,
Yeah.
like imagine if that's true. Like, what's the fucking point? It's
Yeah,
like,
that's not a
what?
dub. That's just like, bro, someone could just wait a day and just be like, cool.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
Like
they're
for
gonna
me,
get-
as a
yeah.
somebody that doesn't like the Xbox app for PC, like, cool, I'll just wait until the next day.
they're just doing whatever they can to say they have exclusives because they have no market share. Even though people say that they're destroying Sony in the U.S., they have no market share. They have no exclusivity. So they're getting whatever they can to like say, hey guys, look, we have a reason to come here. Please don't go there where there's Final Fantasy 7 and 16. Please don't go there, please. Please come back.
Yeah.
Please come back.
All right, so
Please come back.
the last game I'm assuming is Starfield, right?
no, yeah.
no,
we're
it's
not
still
done yet. Though.
Yeah,
there's more.
I'm trying to remember, bro. Like it's all a
Bro.
blur at this point.
I want to do Starfield last, but
Alright.
okay. Next game is Indie Forspoken, Flintlock. I don't know. It looks like
it's
it
whatever.
looks like Forspoken.
I'm good. I'm good on it. Some people love it. It's whatever for me.
I don't love it. I just think it looks slightly better than Forspoken, so I might pick it up. That's about it.
Okay.
The combat looks more fun. And then they announced League of Legends and all those other games in Game
Yeah.
Pass, which
Okay,
I
so
don't really.
this is what I don't get because it's
Uh.
like I know what they're trying to do and they're trying to get the Riot fans to come over to Game Pass. But
Dude,
I'm
they're
gonna
not
keep it
gonna.
real. Riot fans aren't gonna go to Game Pass. They're just gonna
They're not
keep
going.
paying for cosmetics and keep doing all this other stuff.
No, all
They're
it
not
is
going
just,
to.
All it is just like you get the agents for free. But like if you play
No,
enough-
and it's the same thing with League too. It's like you get the chance.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna care. They're not gonna go over to Game Pass PC. It just does not make sense at all.
No, they're not gonna come over to PC. That's fact.
No. I'm
Like,
saying like
oh, okay, PC Game Pass.
PC Game Pass. Like League,
Right.
all these games are on PC. They're just not gonna
but
go
you
to
know
the
what?
Xbox app PC for it.
Xbox version, yeah. I
But
understand that.
at least for Valorant, it doesn't take that long to get the agent. It might take like a week or two max to get like an agent. If you like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't take that long. So
The
they're not
problem
gonna
is-
come over.
Now that Riot Games
But-
is part of Xbox, right?
Wait, no, they're not. What?
No, wait, what? No,
Are they or are they not?
No, they're
no,
not.
they're not. Dude, Riot.
The
is huge. Like,
Riot has
Tencent
like
owns-
a ownership. Like Tencent has a
Tencent owns- yeah,
ownership
Tencent
of
owns
Riot. I don't know
Oh,
how
like
much
they-
it is, but they own
they
a
own a
part of
lot.
it. Yeah.
What you call it? Like, fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Damn.
You were talking about Valorant.
Oh, I know. Like, yeah, Valorant doesn't take that long, and like, they're not gonna go over and like pay like. Sorry. Oh, I know what I was gonna say now. Like, they like why would Valorant players like spend for Game Pass when they could use that money on buying skins? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
buy a knife for $60 instead of 6 months of Game Pass.
Yeah, honestly, I think that
That's
honestly a point.
I don't think it was a dub. I really didn't think it was a dub. Some
wasn't.
Xbox fanboys thought it was a dub. I did
Dude,
not think.
they think Texas City Massacre on Game Pass is a dub. Like,
The Xbox game, they're not gonna play any of those games because they're all on
They're not.
PC anyway.
They
So.
can barely aim. Like they can barely aim anyways.
And like, I think the
Oh,
executives also felt like it was a W, and I'm like, I don't think you're getting people over to like come over to Game Pass PC.
Yeah.
The Xbox showcase was not even a W. It was a
So-
massive L.
So I was gonna say, because I know Nova said should have asked Bot Singer. He's an actual League player. I have League players like friends that are like in VC right now, and I said, does this intrigue you to come over to PC Game Pass? Just really wondering, and they're like, nope. They literally like small percentage play Valorant. Most of them just play League, like ranked and normal, and then some play tactics. But overall, this didn't intrigue them at all in the slightest.
Yeah. That's
I mean, Death Singer, of course, he'll have a skewed point because he loves the Xbox brand and also likes League, so he thinks it's a W. But in reality, most of the League of Legends community or Riot fans in general don't think the way he does. So
Yeah, it's not.
next
an
game,
L.
100%. Next game, Arc 2, more CGI. It's like-
bro, and it's freaking more Vin Diesel, bro. Like, this is not what you want me to get hyped for when it comes to
Arc
Arc.
is free now,
Like,
guys.
no, okay, so Arc is a sequel,
I ain't
right?
downloading that shit.
So, like, I give it a pass for the CGI just because it's a sequel, right? Because it's established already. A lot of people like it. But you showing me Vin Diesel being a big part of this game makes me not want to play the game ever. Like, at all.
No.
Because, like, Vin Diesel is just associated with a lot of bad games.
The last game was fucking Fast and Furious.
Yeah, bro.
Bruh. Jesus Christ.
Gamers.
Gamers.
So,
Yeah. That's an L. What else?
Can you believe that they had enough money like that? Like, I can't believe enough people supported Ark, a game where it was early access and they charged for DLC while in early access.
Yeah,
can't
but now,
believe- I cannot, bro. I
funny
cannot
thing
believe people support that game enough for it to get a sequel and to get celebrity fucking cameos. Fuck everyone
No,
to support that
but
game.
the problem is Ark Survival now is basically free. They made it that game free to play.
Yeah, now it's free to play. And it was
Nah.
buggy for years, and they released that god awful Switch port.
the Switch port was
fucking
so
awful.
bad. I
That
remember
shit
that, yo.
was insane.
Bro.
That port is fucking insane.
That
Fucking
shit was
awful.
that not
It's
even like
hilarious.
30? That shit was
No,
like
it wasn't.
15,
And
right?
It, would look,
It
looked
was
blurry
like
as shit.
it was like 15 FPS in the visuals. Look,
Dude,
I can't describe that shit. That shit was.
it
I
made
don't know.
Borderlands 2 on the Vita look like a playable experience. That's how bad it looked. It was awful.
It was OD trash.
Yeah.
Bro, horrible.
But yeah, Airband Shadow Legacy. I'm interested in that.
What's that?
It was like you go into the shadow, like you can go into a wall and become shadow.
Oh, okay.
That game looked good.
Okay.
I'll give them a dub for that. It looked good. Ravenlock.
Best.
That game did not really do anything for me.
I don't
So,
even know. I remember what Ravenlock was.
I don't know what that is.
It was like a little girl. It was a little girl running around in like some like what's the name of that? Alice in Wonderland type ass area.
So,
Oh, this is the part of the
that
show
game.
that I just checked out. I think I checked out this part.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I streamed like half of it because I woke up late and just look at the announcements, and then
Dude.
I was just like, bro, I don't remember like a lot of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that middle chunk was really bad. The whole show was bad. Gotcha.
the next game, the last case of Benedict Fox. I think this game looked good, but the platforming it was a platformer. The platforming was very simple. I wanted them to do more with the platforming, but it looks good. I'm interested for sure. Another indie game on the list, and then last one here before the other game is Cocoon. Cocoon is made by the people that made Limbo and
that
Inside, so I'm
yeah.
definitely interested in that game. Definitely.
I don't disagree with that. They make good games.
But yeah, so Starfield. Yeah.
All right, so can I
Oh,
listen,
dear.
man?
Yeah.
I got some people. Death Singer was telling me that this was gonna be a hardcore RPG element. It will be a hardcore RPG sci-fi game. So when they talk about the RPG elements, I'm like, here we go. Deep dive is like, psych. We're gonna gloss over it, and it's like, oh, okay. So RPG elements don't really matter in this game, just like Fallout 4. Okay, thank you, Todd. I expected the best from you, bro. I always knew this was gonna happen. And then we go into the shooting. Man, oh man,
my
the
God.
sound of the guns sound like they didn't feel like they had impact. Like the shooting noise, I was expecting like oomph to it. That
Niggas
wasn't the
might as well
case.
just switched it with fart noises. It would have been better.
And then
Yeah, that's
the
true.
way
Just
the
with just
AI
wet fart.
the AI reacted to getting shot. They didn't even react at points. Like sometimes they
didn't.
did,
They didn't
but
at
most of the
all.
time they didn't. Like I was just like, bro, what am I seeing right now? And then Todd Howard, always with the words, like his speech is like for most people, like plus 100. Like people eat it up, and I'm just like 1,000 planets. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like,
honestly, like ACG, I listened to ACG's podcast after it, or his podcast that he does on Fridays, and he was like, "Oh, I know people like had problems with Todd with what Todd was saying before, and like where like some things that are immeasurable. Like he said 16 times the details. Like what is that? How do you measure 16 times the detail? But you can measure 1,000 planets. He lied about shit that is easily measurable too, right? Because you said 200 endings for Fallout 3. That shit is literally just a lie, right?
yeah, Radiant
So it's like-
AI in
Yeah,
Oblivion.
So, like, will there actually be 1,000? I don't even fucking know that. So.
All I know is if there is, you know damn well over 90% of those planets are going to be barren and empty as hell. If I were to be
Absolutely.
honest. So it's like, and then people are just like, and then Skyrim had the problem where Todd was like, yeah, we have this economy, and if an NPC dies, guess what happens? The economy goes down or something. That didn't happen at all. So it's just like, oh yeah, the most, like, we have handcrafted dungeons within Skyrim. No, they're generated dungeons. So it's just dumb. Like, overall, I wasn't impressed. I know some people have, like, gripes with them taking off or landing within the planets. It's whatever. Like, I think it's a valid complaint, but I also see some people didn't have problems with it. Therefore, hey man, you're fine. But
They're
when
gonna mod that
they
if
show
you have the
when they
PC
said over
version.
1,000 planets and then they were landing, dude, they had like a sizzle reel of the planets and they all looked barren and empty.
Graphically, the planets did look pretty okay though. I do think that like graphically speaking, this is their best looking game easily because their other games look like shit.
And this is on next gen, like I would hope so.
I mean, the model, like the face models
Graphically,
and stuff like that.
it
I think
looks-
environment wise, you're right. But
No,
when it comes
face model wise,
it's
it's still
just look
it's
ugly
still
as
a
hell.
step
It
up.
reminds me of Fallout 4 still in terms of face models.
It's better. It's just not crazy.
But overall, like I wasn't impressed. Todd definitely lying like always, and you know people buy it up, you know, eat it up and buy it. I'm just like, hopefully you guys learn from your lessons, but I don't think you people will. And I heard people from the defense force of these open, like empty open planets. Hey man, modders can fix this. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, yes, mods are
Releasing more
great.
games.
Just release your games in a better state. Like
Yeah.
we don't need 1,000 planets. We really don't. You could just
Modders-
have 5 good
modders-
planets. Like
Modders are the
plenty.
real developers for Bethesda. The modders are the real developers.
But they don't even get paid for
Literally,
it.
they just carry their games on PC. They just carry them. I don't understand how console players even like deal with this shit, bro. The PC modders just be carrying their games.
And like, how
Ex-
could you say like Bethesda's this god fucking developer, and you say, oh, mods will fix the game? Like, that's kind of
And then also like, what was it?
I-
There were comments about like, hey man, even though it's empty and barren, I think they talked to John Lenneman. It's like, hey man, even though it's empty or barren, it's on Game Pass.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it's like,
just like,
oh,
oh,
because
man.
it's free. They're indoctrinated by Game Pass. Because I don't have to put down a high investment to play said game, it doesn't matter what's in said game.
Dumbest
What
shit.
the
And
fuck?
yeah.
What?
And this is what I've been saying for fucking years. Like it'll diminish the quality because you like you said, you indoctrinate your fucking consumers to accept less for quality, and therefore you can bring out more content because they have a less tolerance for like quality control. So like it's a horrible recipe. That's why I don't want this to become the standard of the fucking industry. This is a horrible fucking standard that I don't want to see become normalized. It's awful.
Actually fucking terrible.
Actually
like
horrible.
like literally that guy is he's just mind controlled.
I'd
Like
rather
he
have
wrote
$70
that
games.
and he
Yeah.
was just mind controlled.
Dude,
It
all
was
Xbox
mind control.
all Xbox gamers are consumed by that too. Like I'd rather have as bad as $70 games are. If it means that I don't have to have games like Game Pass games, then I'll take it. I'll just buy a game a few months later. It'll be discounted. There we go. I get my quality of games and I save money too. So
To be
like,
honest, I agree. I'm not like if this Game Pass becoming the standard is in like this mindset becoming a standard of just accepting less because Game Pass,
Yep.
I can't accept
it's
that,
horrible.
bro.
It's horrible.
That shit would make me get out of gaming, bro.
Yeah, literally.
That's
Exactly.
legit. I would be like,
Yeah.
bro, nothing is good to play anymore. I'm about to just emulate old games and just call it a
Yep.
fucking day.
There you go. Exactly.
So
Agreed.
yeah.
It's a horrible fucking practice.
Yeah, like Bethesda definitely relies heavily on their mods. I definitely feel like the FPS in general with consoles are going to be atrocious in PC. Like it'll be slightly better, but still bad. It's not going to be stable.
The
Like,
fact
we know
that
that for a fact.
we don't even know what that was running on specifically, but that frame rate was chugging. That below 20 FPS in certain scenarios. What are you doing below 20 FPS? How is this the most important game that they show in the showcase, and it looks the worst in terms of gameplay versus every other game?
Do you think Todd's team is going to be able to have a performance mode with this game?
No.
No.
If
no.
if there is a performance mode, I guarantee you it's gonna be like 50 FPS simulator, 50 and lower. 60 doesn't exist
Do you think it'll be not even 1440p? It'll be 1080p.
for the Series X.
Yep.
No, I don't think 1080p. No, they're not gonna go that low. But because you already like Todd came out with an interview afterwards. It's like, oh, I prefer 4K 30 FPS gaming. I prefer fidelity mode.
Wait a minute. Wait
And-
a
and it's
minute.
like-
Wait a minute,
and-
Chief.
And it's like his games, like they don't even get
V-Lock
performance
30.
modes. Like literally Fallout 4. Someone modded the Xbox Series X version or the Xbox version of the game to have a 60 FPS mode. Like it was a mod, but it didn't work correctly. But it was like some configuring that they did. Digital Foundry did a video on it, and it's like after that they were like, huh, maybe we should put a 60 FPS mode in Fallout 4, and then they did it after the fact. Like that game was on Series X, and that game was on next gen consoles, but it didn't have a performance mode until now. It's like I don't even know if 76 has a performance mode. It's like they definitely don't give a fuck about performance. It's obvious. So if it like I doubt it's gonna have a 60 FPS mode, but I'm hopeful. I hope they will, because them niggas is just assed out of performance. But even if it does, it's not gonna be stable at all. 100%. That game is not gonna be stable in any performance mode. This game is not gonna be stable on PC. Like you already know, it's just gonna be trash.
It's gonna be ranging, bro. You're gonna have like 100 FPS, and it's gonna hit like
And
Like
then you
maybe
turn in, like, the
50
city
or
and it turns
60.
down to 50.
something like that, dude. I guarantee you that's gonna happen. Like I said, I'm not gonna be interested in said game. Like, I definitely wait. I probably won't actually ever play it, to be real. If I'm being honest, that's just I just can't. I can't play Todd Howard games. I think Obsidian devs are more talented than Todd's team and himself.
Oh,
That's my
absolutely.
personal opinion. You know, I think they made the best bet. Like, dude, they were the original Fallout devs. Obsidian, like, they have veterans from Fallout 1 and 2 within Obsidian. And they literally had 18 months to make New Vegas. And they made a better Fallout game than Todd.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Like, whatever.
This on top of all the other shit, like all the bugs that they were showing with motherfuckers' heads being
Oh
behind
yeah,
or
behind
turning,
them. Yeah, dude,
turning
I
around
wouldn't
and
be
shit,
shocked.
and the
Like,
AI being trash.
dude, you're gonna see that
Uh,
in. Okay, I got two thoughts. You're definitely gonna see those types of bugs still be within the game.
Yeah.
I also don't see this game coming out in the first half. I really don't. I think we'll see it in the second half. It'll
Me
get
neither.
delayed in the second half.
I think I said this on Planet Xbox. I think like it's 70%. I'm 70% sure that it will need a delay, but I don't know if it will get one, and that's terrifying because
Hmm.
if it's a literal recipe for disaster. Think about this. Think about all the games I've released in the last 2 years during COVID and how quality assurance hasn't been as well as it typically is. Like you got even Sony games releasing with bugs. Miles Morales released with
Yep.
buggy. Ratchet and Clank
Forbidden
released
West.
buggy.
Horizon
Forbidden West released buggy. Returnal buggy. It's like all these games that are what you would think would be rock solid are releasing buggy, and it's made by Bethesda, and Microsoft is at the helm of not giving a fuck of how it releases because they were going to release Halo Infinite. So it's literally a recipe of disaster. Like it's a recipe of disaster of like this game is going to fucking release terribly most likely. I hope that they actually decide to actually do another delay till 2020 almost 2024 honestly or to 2024, but I don't think they will, and that's fucking sucks.
Yeah. I think that is really it when it comes to
Oh,
Starfield.
Eladio?
What do you what Eladio?
I was gonna say, pretty much. I think between the Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Bethesda Showcase, both got L's. That's what I'm gonna say about that.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
Yeah,
Let's go with the rating. I guess at this point we covered everything. I give Xbox like a probably like around either a 5 or a 5.5. I think it would have been higher if they came out before all the hyping with Aaron Greenberg and all that. If they literally said these are games are going to be for the 12 months, and also issues is like, I don't know, it's just weird they're also not giving firm dates anymore. Not even like a quarter or anything like that. It's just
they want to keep Game Pass users
2023.
hooked, bro. They want to keep Game Pass users hooked. Like they'll just they promise them hope and then just keep them subscribed. They don't need to give release dates.
All I gotta say, it is slightly better than
They don't like they don't need to. They don't need to.
It's
Why
gonna
would they?
it's gonna go into the Game Pass thing
Exactly. They got
regardless.
the
You
money.
don't
They got
need
the
to
money.
release-
They got all the money.
But I definitely think though, like, it is slightly better than Summer Game Fest.
I have to disagree with you there. I think, well, I think Summer Game Fest was a mess. I think Summer Game Fest was a 2 out of 5, right? You know me.
Okay,
Right.
okay. I don't know about 2 out of 5. That's a
out of
bit too much.
2 out of 5 purely because they did.
Oh, you
show
said
off
2 out of 5. I thought you said 2 out of 10.
No, 2 out of 5.
I was like, okay, then that's fine, I
Four.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the Xbox Showcase was like a 1.5.
Oh,
No, Xbox is 1.5 out of 10.
okay. Now you guys are
Okay,
capping.
Bro,
Gosh, dang, bro.
Let me
I at least, bro, come on. No.
Wait,
Even
okay,
I
okay,
can't
okay,
do
okay,
all that,
Let me
bro.
tell you.
I'm
I want to
saying-
apologize. I want to apologize to Sony because I trashed on that State of Play that showcase last year like a bit too much because that showcase they had like Project Eve and like God of War and GT7 and Wolverine and Spider-Man 2 and KOTOR. All right, I
And
give it
Deathloop,
a
and
4 out of 10.
Deathloop. Don't forget
And
about
Deathloop, and, you know, I could take GTA 5. I could take Deathloop. I could, you know what I mean? Like after watching this shit was like, man, like last year, at least last year, I had like 2 games, right? I had 2 games. I had Replaced and I had Stalker 2, right?
Okay.
This year, bro, I literally got nothing. All right, like Redfall comes around. This game looks like fucking shit. All right, this game looks like it's from 2007.
We forget.
It looks fucking garbage. And then I think there was a point where they just like showed like a game after game after game after game after game after game, like right, like that middle part. I was like, is it good? Yeah, the DLC.
The
Sea of
DLC?
Thieves, the
That
Sea of
shit was
Thieves
annoying.
song and dance, the Sea of Thieves song and dance, like bro. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I was like, this is the like every year, every fucking year they hype up their showcase. Oh, it's gonna be the best. They're gonna have a Avowed and everyone, all these other fucking games. They're gonna show everything. Like you know, like Sony's gonna be Dead Man Walking this year. That's what I hear every year. Right, Blessed? Every year you hear this conference is gonna be the fucking shit.
And also I want to just say the people that are saying, "Oh, Starfield," people wouldn't be hating on it if it was multiplayer.
No, bro.
People that the Xbox universities of the world, yes, they would be.
They
Bro,
will
I
absolutely-
literally
they-
said
They
this
would
like
be.
Like, dude, if they were
Would be.
still multi-platform, bro, I've been not liking Todd Howard for a long time, bro.
Exactly.
I was drinking the Todd Howard Kool-Aid back in my freshman year in college, dude. I bought I was a stereotypical. I bought damn Mountain Dew for the Fallout 4 midnight launch and Doritos, deadass. With my roommate there, like he's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, dude, it's Fallout 4 coming out, bro. Dude, Todd Howard's the GOAT. Like literally, that was me. And then after I played it, I was just speechless. I was like, why did I just do this to myself? And then I was like brutally honest with myself.
And bless. I love indie games, right? But the indie games they show were kind of ass. I don't know, like they weren't hitting. They were not hitting.
I wasn't a fan of.
They were not hitting like that.
I wasn't
like,
a fan of most of the indie games.
Yeah, it was.
I was
just
a fan
like,
of
bro.
some, but yeah, not most.
Yeah, there was it. I'm just like, yeah, I think it's a 2 or definitely like a 2 or 1 out of 10, absolutely, because they're like, and like the Sony state of play, where you know how like they all temper their expectations like in the state of play. Yo, they really like outdid themselves because like, I look at the announcement of that showcase, that was a lot better, and it was short, and it got to the point. Like, I don't know, man, it's just like, I was just like how many times, like for a decade. For a fucking decade, how many conferences? And there was no inside Xbox leading up to this conference. There was no showcase between this last E3 and this E3 where you could say, okay, well they showed this at this conference, they showed this here, so like they kind of were like out of stuff to show. No, they didn't have a conference for an entire year, and this is what they come with after a year. It's fucking bullshit.
Wait for the next E3, bro.
Yeah, next they'll be publishing the next year. Like I bet. Like I don't fucking know. Like.
Hellblade 2 might actually be shown.
Dude, Hellblade, you know damn well, like, no. At this point, Hellblade 2 is definitely being shown at the Game Awards at this point, I think, is what's going to happen.
I don't know, like, yeah. So,
Jeff
like,
definitely got something.
Sony, that state of play last year with Project Eve and those games, that's like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay, so what about you, Bless? Your score? I thought I was being reasonable with the 5 or 5.5 out of 10. I guess other people think differently.
Oh,
way too generous. That's that Xbox bias, bro.
The Xbox bias, what?
Oh my god,
dude! I think the only thing, like, bro, like, you gotta admit that the fucking Persona announcement. Come on now.
Said, you're like, yo, I don't care, yo.
Okay. Listen.
Every game.
Okay, not every game. Not every game.
Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Not every game, right? I swear I said like something.
70% of what Blessed Red said, you're like, nah, it's okay, I don't care. Nah, it's whatever. Who cares? No, okay, moving on. Like,
no. Diablo Immortal, like, no, not, well, I said Diablo Immortal. Diablo 4.
Okay,
it might have be called Immortal at this point.
Who cares?
It was shown and it looked good, man.
No. But I'll say this right.
Man, all their games are multiplayer. That doesn't count. Like what?
Don't count.
At this point, I just think the showcase was this summer's events were just really bad.
No, I disagree. I disagree with that. I disagree with summer events being bad.
Besides one.
Yes, sir. The GOAT. The one GOAT that saved it.
The only one that saved summer's event.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it. But Bless, your score.
So being like, I guess objective as I can be, like, not like also just I don't know. I would give it a 6.5.
Okay.
I'll say the announcements, like, I posted the picture of all the games that were shown. Also I didn't say Hollow Knight Silk Song. That looked great, but no release date at all. Yeah. At all, which is like, bro, I forgot because that game is not on this list. The game is not even on this list.
They want a Game Pass.
They want a Game Pass, which is good, but I need to know when the fuck that game releases. I'm so pissed off. But like overall, I do think that this was a worse showcase than last year's for sure. But I don't think it was like completely terrible, but I do think it was worse. I think last year's was like, in my opinion, with the indie games that they were showing and like the announcements of the Outer Worlds 2, a Plague Tale Requiem and shit like that, and Replace. I thought it was like a 8 or 8.5. I thought it was really good. But this one is like a 6.5.
Bro, if Sony came at a conference and didn't show like any of their heavy hitters for next year and just showed fucking indie games and like some shovelware shit, yo, everyone would be saying this shit's a 3, this shit's a 2, this shit was fucking awful. People say that anyway.
It depends on how like it depends also what is in the showcase entirely, because I mean if a State of Play came out and it was literally like 30 minutes and 20 of the 21 games, or I don't know, 20 of the 24 games that they showed was bad or not interesting, then yeah, it would get a low score.
Bro,
But
people were saying like Deathloop and GTA 5, that was enough for this like the conference to be shattered on by Sony. Like, could you imagine like if they had this fucking show and they had God of War, they had GT7, they had KOTOR, they had like all these other games, like, and people were like still shitting on it.
I mean, I love the show. You were the one that was like that wasn't impressed.
I apologize.
I thought that show was great. I thought that was an amazing show. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just more forgiving or something. I don't know, but
I like you, Bless. You're a good guy.
Anyway, so
but yeah, it's like a 6.5 for me.
Okay, so Capcom Showcase, right? Really, we didn't get much. You got the game that no one cared about. You got Monster Hunter, Rise, Sunbreaker, DLC or expansion demo. Ned loves that game. I definitely will try it out some point. But they were hyping up this showcase for RE4. And then before that, we got Resident Evil 8.
DLC.
You know, Rose DLC. That's cool. Third person, right? That's
Let's
cool.
go.
Mercenaries mode. No one gives a shit about that game. That game mode. Okay, cool.
I don't know one person that plays that.
And then we had the third person mode within the game. So that is going to be interesting. Hopefully it plays good. And will we have third person cutscenes? I don't know.
That's a great question.
They're more Cyberpunk? That'd be crazy.
Like
feel
it's
like
like
they
third
don't
person
wanna show his
animation
face
scenes.
so much.
No, but dude, they're definitely gonna like, dude. If you're in third person, you're gonna move the camera. You're gonna be able to see his
you'll
face.
yeah. You'll see.
And plus, we've
Unless-
seen his
unless
face
it-
through like
I don't know.
hacking and PC and
Well,
all
yeah.
that jazz.
Unless they like make it to where you can never see his face by turning or some weird
No,
shit.
that'd be
where
dumb.
like he turns with the camera. I don't know.
Like
but
it's
yeah.
only 180 and not 360 turn
That'd be really odd. Yeah, that'd be odd.
for a camera move. That'd be definitely weird. Like it's also like because people think it's a free update. No, it's within Gold Edition. Therefore, you need to buy the like expansion or whatever to get the third person. So, look forward to that. What else we got? And then we got RE4. RE4
Street
happened.
Fighter 6,
No, there was nothing about Street Fighter. I don't believe
in,
so.
yeah, there
No.
was.
No, it was an ad.
Capcom.
It wasn't within the Capcom showcase.
In the showcase, no, but in the there was
In
an
Summer
ad.
Game Fest, they only showed off the character. So,
Yeah, it was
but
a
going with RE4 because I didn't care for the Exo Primal or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So that's a skip for me. RE4, they were hyping this up. We literally just saw Leon's face with bags under his eyes, and he's able to aim like everyone assumed from RE2 remake, RE3 remake. Yes, you get to aim while moving. Like that was an assumption everyone made. I guess great for confirmation. And Leon opens the door. That was literally it. Big disappointment in that regard.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna show more at our showcase, and then they were like,
Yeah, they didn't.
that.
It's like,
He
yeah,
only-
stay tuned for
he
updates.
aims and then opens the door, and that's it. What the fuck?
Yeah, and people were thinking like BG like is thinking like they're getting hyped because I want to like tell people is like to put their expectations in check because I don't think you're gonna do suplexes. I don't think you're gonna drop kick. Like this is very
it's a
more horror.
remake
Yeah, it's more
and
horror
reimagining.
and survival based. Like
Yeah.
people don't realize that. And dude, the original director said he wished he made it more horror and survival based.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of why I'm excited about this, because I didn't really care for RE4 like that. That was like one of the biggest turnoffs about
Me
that.
neither.
So I'm happy that they're going this route.
If they cut that castle's part in half, they need to cut that like second half. And it was way too bloated. And that rescue mission shit, like, it's horrible.
So
Yeah, I
like,
do not like
if people are hoping for like suplexes and drop kicks, like, listen, man, I'm telling you, it's probably not happening.
It definitely should not be in the game.
No, I
Definitely
think it
shouldn't.
ruins it. Like that's my personal opinion. I just don't care for RE4 like that. I definitely think they could have definitely improved in literally all aspects of the game, and they're like gonna do that. And I think, like I've been saying, that they're gonna remake RE5. It's not gonna be like that game, and RE6 is not even gonna be the same. It's just gonna be way like it's just gonna be in
Actually, be
number.
a good game.
Exactly, a way different story, and it's not even gonna be similar to what the original RE6 was. And I think this is just gonna be the new timeline within like connecting RE7 and RE8.
Yeah, it's just completely new timeline. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but all right, then before we go into Square and like end it there, because we don't got much to talk about, RGT made an interesting post. Of course, some people got upset by it, and he was asking, why does TMNT like for Xbox user only have a 12% completion rate, and people got like offended by it. And he was just asking a genuine question, like, what is up with that? Because PlayStation users, as well as Steam, because I looked, 32% completion rate.
Oh, Steam too?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
So what is happening?
Competition. We beat games.
Window shopping
Game
gaming,
Pass.
bro.
Game Pass. It's window shopping. You boot it up. Oh, I don't like this. You turn it off. There's no investment needed.
I'm glad I'm not an Xbox gamer. I'm glad I'm not an Xbox gamer. I would have like been retarded. I don't know.
Jeez, bro. What?
I don't know. I thought
This
like
guy.
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not on Xbox. Dude, no, I just imagine like if I had an Xbox One instead of a PS4, like you know anything like life altering decision that could like change your whole life if you took a different route. Yeah, I think like having an Xbox One is one of those like life altering decisions. like
What? Bro, nah, that's cap because
that's not cap.
No, because Chris Wright just first bought a Xbox One and then he bought a PS4 after.
And I don't know who that is. So
but
I don't know.
Hey man, he's a
Chris
big Final
Righteous?
Fantasy guy.
What do you mean?
Hey man, that don't matter to me.
He's a big
What?
Persona guy.
I just look at this. Hey man, look. Like, cause I'm thinking like if I didn't have played Bloodborne or like Persona 5, like these games that changed my life, like actually changed my life. Like, if I just like played like fucking Crackdown 3 and like Sea of Thieves. I don't know. Might turn out differently. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Might have a screw loose or something.
Oh man, it's it's window shop gaming where it's like people download something. I mean, Smooth admitted to it. Like he'll download something, he'll try it out. If he doesn't like it, he'll just delete and move on to the next game. Like there's a low barrier to entry. So I mean, I can't. It being lower, it just makes all the more sense. Honestly, it just makes sense that's lower because you don't have to play it. Simple.
There's because you didn't buy it. You didn't buy. There's no connection with like obtaining the game or like there's no thought process of like okay like this.
No
game
buyer's remorse.
There's no buyer's remorse. There's no like okay let me see what this game is about before I buy it. Like let me do some research. Like there's none of that. It's just like oh okay it's in like a fucking UI of like nothingness. I'm just gonna like see it and like just try it out. So yeah, it's I don't like that at all. It takes like it takes like the personalization out of it. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame. Only 12%. You know damn well it's gonna be lowered when P5 Royal hits Game Pass. That's gonna be like less than 10%.
What do you think?
That's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be like 2%.
We're gonna guess the percentage.
I'm gonna say I give it a 4%.
2%.
Wait. We have to make this clear. After how much time? 2 months? A month?
2 months.
After 2 months?
I think that's fair.
The real ending or the fake ending?
The real ending.
The real ending?
Like meaning like the winter semester and all that.
I'm doing. I kind of want to go lower, to be honest.
Damn, wait,
kinda
lower
wanna
than
go
what?
lower.
No, I think okay,
Lower than what you said. You said
I
4.
think-
I kind of
I
want to
think-
go
I
lower,
think
but
P5 will be 2, P4 might be like 1, and then P3 might be like less than 1%.
I definitely think
because-
P5 dude, I
P3 is gonna be less than a
that,
percent.
they're gonna
Yeah,
they're gonna look
100%.
at those storybook cutscenes and they're gonna be like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean?
no, I was
Yeah,
gonna
that shit's
say
gonna
that I
be low,
definitely
low.
think Steam completion rate will definitely be higher than Xbox completion rate.
Theme? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with Salazar, like 3%.
Damn.
Okay, so 2 to 4. I think that's fair.
All right.
P5.
So
What
Let's-
is, what is Octopath at right now? Actually, what is Octopath at right now?
dude, you would have
on,
to check
on
that, bro.
Xbox.
Let me wait. How do you check that? How do you check
I don't
that?
know.
I-
I think you need. I thought
I
you
have
would
an
have to
Xbox
download the
app.
game, right? Or
It's
no?
just XboxAchievements.com.
Maybe actually, yeah.
Okay, let me check. Fuck. Can't find. Why can't I find it?
That
Did I
shit's
spell it
getting
wrong?
no love. But
Here it is.
well, yeah. The ray tracing though. The ray tracing.
Oh yeah, for
on,
Resident Evil, I heard it's scuffed in all versions, right?
So basically, how that works is the performance. The performance is not stable for the console versions.
Mhm.
They target 60, and I think that they have a dynamic res, but I don't think I think it's locked. Honestly, I don't know. The way they describe it on Digital Foundry is kind of weird. It's like, oh, it's 4K, and it's like they don't like they say something about it varying, but not really. So I don't know. It's basically native 4K and with ray tracing at trying to get 60 FPS, and it's not stable on any of the consoles. And Series S targets 1440p, and it's not stable there either. But yeah, there was a thing where I tried it on the on PC or Resident Evil 2, and I was just walking around in a circle on the in the police station, in the main hall, and I talked to Alex from Digital Foundry about it, and he said it might be like a loading stutter problem, but like basically the game drops down dramatically in performance, and it's like it doesn't go back until you like completely leave that area. And yeah, it was dropping down like 50 FPS, and before that it was at like 180. So I don't know.
Bless,
I don't
did
know
you
if they're
cry?
gonna try to fix that. Or
Did you cry
what.
when you talked to Alex? Did you cry?
No, I
Did you
didn't
shed
cry.
a- Did you shed a tear? Were you like, damn, I'm talking to my inspiration right here?
Inspiration.
I did not cry, sir.
Oh man.
I didn't cry. I
You
kept
lied.
it
Hey
in.
man, at
I
least you
kept
would
it
you
in.
would
I
you
know, I
would cry.
kept it
Come on,
in.
bro. You would cry if
Yeah.
you were talking to
I-
Eminem, bro.
And if I talked to Dr. Draper, I would bawl my eyes out. I don't give a fuck. I'd bawl my eyes out.
What the fuck?
I'd be like, you were my man with attitude.
Bruh.
All right, so I think the last thing we go into is the FF7 25th anniversary. So, yo, Xbox people were like, "This is the time we rejoice. This is the time where we get
Gandalf
FF7
Gaming,
remake,
Astral.
FF7
J-Rock.
remake to like go to freaking, Xbox." And no, it went to Steam, and
Next day.
it came out the next day. And Square even knew themselves they can't sell this game for $70, so they put it for $50, and then on Green Man Gaming
Discount,
you got it
discount
for $40.
Discount.
So yeah, like if they kept it at 70, they weren't going to like make money on it. So you could play it on the Steam Deck, which is cool. I played it for a bit as well, 60 FPS. It's great. What else? Still, like I said, it's a bare bones port. It's the same thing as well. I mean, they ironed out like the really bad issues. There are still issues with the port, but there are a couple mods here and there that'll spruce it up a bit, such as removing dynamic resolution, which should not be in that game whatsoever.
Wait, that's wow. They
Yeah. It's still in it. Like I said, like they literally just took the PS5 version and just have high and low, and then just put it there.
But
So-
but
You
Red Hood, I
gotta
thought
mod that shit, bro.
but Red Hood, I thought
Lazy.
Japanese ports on PC were really good. I thought they were great.
Square didn't give
Ooh.
no fucks about that
Someone
shit
told me
because
that. Someone told me that Japanese ports on PC were amazing.
they don't have Nixus anymore, nigga.
That's
So
true.
Cody-
Didn't they do 15?
Nixus was carrying Square's
They
ports,
definitely
bro. We're not
is,
gonna pretend
definitely.
like they
They
were.
definitely
carrying
were.
So
it.
yeah, just like Eidos was carrying Square Enix. Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Huh?
Just like Deus Ex was carrying Square Enix. I don't believe you.
Hey man, Deus Ex Human Revolution was fire though. Let's
So-
keep that a book. But
So yeah.
But what was I gonna say? So for it was on Steam. It sold. Then we had updates on Ever Crisis, which is kind of like basically 1-to-1 in terms of like a remake and stuff like that. But it's on mobile and iOS. It's gonna be in closed beta, I believe, in fall, and it's a compilation. I believe it's even including Advent Children, as well as Crisis Core, OGFF7. I don't know if I have Dirge or Cerberus. So like it's like chibi style esque and like having the same camera angle as like the original game.
I think
which
there's
is
like
cool.
bullshit mobile mechanics because it's free to play. I think I remember.
I don't
them
know.
saying
Like people are saying like it may or may not be that way. So I don't know. All I know is there's definitely going to be DLC so you can make the characters look however you want in terms of like outfit styles, which they're very much highlighting in Sephiroth with like short hair.
Advent Children
Yeah.
jacket. I need that.
So
Advent Children jacket.
so like I said, like if you're interested in that, that's happening. I know some people want it. I'm surprised it's not going on the Switch. Then we went into Crisis Core Reunion. So Crisis Core Reunion is like I don't know why people call it a remaster, because it definitely reminds me of like Demon Souls, where like the textures look way better than the original game, and very like even Aerith looks like way better, like more like her counterpart in remake.
It seems like the models are the remake models. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
but
it's
not
weird
not to that degree though. Like it's still like is very similar to the remake models though.
Yeah.
So, but we know damn well, like they confirmed, it's definitely coming to every system, including Switch. I think Switch is not going to be a lock 30. I think that thing is going to be chugging.
Blah.
So get that on the Steam Deck. Just saying. But overall, it's cool. An announcement for it, and I can't wait. Crisis Core is going to be great. I do have a theory. It's not going to be the same ending. I think we're gonna have it tie into remake, is what I believe. Because remember, remake, rebirth, reunion, you know what I mean. And then the handle is different than the ending cutscene for the OG Crisis Core. So it definitely is like the handle that you see within the remake when you get to that portion of the game. So it's cool. I'm gonna get into the controversy with that game and the boycotting situation, because we got to discuss it, and then we'll end it off there. And then FF7 Rebirth, which we see Cloud Sephiroth at Mount Nibelheim.
Yeah, dude, that shit.
Like, that
my
looked
God.
really cool. I don't know
Bro.
why Square did it a disservice of having the trailer be at 1080p, whereas Crisis Core Reunion was at 4K. It's whatever.
Bro, I cannot wait for that part.
And I can't wait for that to hit. And I gotta, like, people are saying, like, the producers, directors are very much saying that this is the Empire Strikes Back moment of the title. So we're gonna see everything, because, dude, it could go to the crater, or it might not even go to the crater. It might be very different. People were wondering if we're gonna have the world map or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have like hub worlds or whatnot. And then the third game will be truly like open world, but it might be very like still like linear-esque in that way. And I definitely think they'll have the aerial combat, like addressed, because I feel like they addressed it with the Yuffie DLC, because they made the aerial combat with the Yuffie DLC good.
Yeah, it was a bit better.
So we'll see in that aspect, and I just can't wait to see, because I definitely feel like the Sephiroth that we've been encountering, especially at the end of remake, is the Sephiroth from Advent Children. So I don't know whether or not he's having a different goal. We'll find out in the game, because it'll be very interesting if he's just trying to break hold of Genova's control, or if he still has the same motivation or whatnot. But definitely sounds it's different motivation now. But overall, yeah, they announced it for next winter. And people don't realize what that truly means is coming out for PS5. Winter does not mean like
December.
fall, like October. It literally means next year, starting December, going into March of the following year. So I definitely don't think it's coming out in 2023 of December. I see it coming out in March of 2024. So that's what we'll see. Overall, that's honestly my favorite, live stream of the event in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for that. He was really, really hyped for it.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, that shit looks. God, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, I can. So let's talk quickly about the controversy, right? About Xbox dudes. And they are mad about the game not coming to their platform. And listen, if you're upset, like you are fine to voice your opinion. What doesn't make sense is you're trying to crap on, dude, we don't want this garbage game. I'm just like, bro, Crisis Core is not a garbage game. It is actually a really good game that some people even say is better than OG FF7. So I don't understand why you're trying to discredit a game just because you're mad about another game not coming to your platform. And it's just, I don't know. Go into it.
I was just gonna say them doing that is the exact reason why Japanese niggas don't fuck with you. That's the exact reason that Japanese audience don't fucking care for you. Y'all want to get one particular game, or y'all want to get only the games that are not on the platform. Like, it's the same shit with like Persona on Switch, where it's like, oh, give us Persona 5, give us Persona 5, and like, oh, you guys got Persona Q2. No, we want Persona 5. We want Persona 5. Like, if you're not even gonna support the game that's on there, why the fuck would they port the other one? Like,
No idea.
you're like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I want only this one. I want only this one. Bro, they're giving you a game. They're giving you a Final Fantasy game. It's like, no. Like, well, fuck off, I guess. Like, they don't fucking care. Like, you're not gonna force them to do that. It's like, you're just being silly.
It's also like they just want it because it's on PlayStation. Like, that's the real reason why they just want to say so they can say
the thing is, right, it's counterproductive because, like, we don't know what the extent is, right? Like, could it be that the game comes to Xbox after all the parts are completed after a year?
That'll be hilarious. I would love that.
It's possibility at this point.
I would love that so much.
So, but my thing is,
probably
like, because you don't know. We don't know if Sony thought originally that this game was just going to be a one game, right? So they paid, whatever the amount was, right? Because like, let's give it a buy. What Sony does is they probably do this. They say, okay, this is what the projection of Xbox sales are going to be. Okay, we're going to do that and double it or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what 40%. They do.
They're not lying,
or something like that. And that's it. It's not a hard sale to say, like, for Square to say no. They're just like, we're getting more out of it. And because Xbox players don't buy our titles like that, it's whatever at this point. Yeah. So the thing is, for me, my advice for Xbox fans is do not boycott this. If you do this, that makes it look way worse for you. And then it just goes like, Square could be like, okay, then what's our point to port FF, like the trilogy? Because
so
like some people
listen to you.
Like Luca had a one-on-one thing, but then she had other people. There's this one guy, I think his name was Hades. He's like, well, like, think of PlayStation as the whole cake, but like all the other platforms are like toppings. It's like, bro, no, that's not how that works, bro. And he even says, Lucas, like, how do you know that? How do you know?
Yeah,
like,
I remember that guy. Yeah,
and it's like, oh, I don't. I was just guessing. I was like, what? Bro, literally, a port costs money, right? It costs like what, $1 mil or $2 mil, something like that, maybe a bit more. I don't know, depending on said port.
And it depends if there's like development trouble. With said port.
So for them, they have to break even, all that jazz, right?
Mm-hmm.
and
So
make a
if they
good
don't,
make a
like,
good enough
yeah.
return on investment that is worthwhile.
Because if they break even, right, or make a couple bucks on top of breaking even, that's a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
Because they just broke even, and that's a couple bucks that they
And
made.
these parts will come out faster. It's just on one platform first. Like, I'd
Yeah,
rather
that
have
is true.
At the end of the day, I'd rather have that at the end of the day. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if Timmy on Xbox has to wait a few years, I don't care. I want my game.
I mean, it's gonna come like a year or two, like a year later onto PC, and that's what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as it's gonna be as long as it's 60 FPS. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care.
So like my thing to
wait
Xbox
for
people,
games.
if you want more Japanese support, just buy the games.
buy a PlayStation.
So,
Just
so
buy a
I've got.
PlayStation.
You see, I've
Yeah,
got
if you want
Final
Japanese
Fantasy-
games, you know.
See, I've got Final Fantasy 7 on PlayStation 4, right? Because PS Plus,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Now I'm on PS5. I have to play the PlayStation 4 version,
Yeah.
right?
No, well, it's free now. You can upgrade it now. They used to do it. I think when it first dropped on Plus, they said you couldn't upgrade, but now they said you can upgrade now to PS5 for free.
Yeah,
Even if
you're
you
right.
That's fine then. I'm also download Final Fantasy 7 Remake then on PlayStation 5.
It's called the Intergrade, or yeah, it's Intergrade.
Yeah, it's integrated. Yeah.
You have to like go into it and like search for it, and then they'll
Yeah.
like have a download page for it.
Yeah.
But like I said, buy the game, support it. You boycotting it, it's just gonna make things worse, and you're probably not gonna get the titles then.
'Cause,
Yep.
you know,
Absolutely.
see, for me personally, out of all those announcements, Final Fantasy 7 has been the one that I really enjoy because it's a fucking Japanese RPG games, and I love my RPG games.
Hmm.
And I love, and this is like what this has been like. I remember playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake, the demo. When the first, you remember when they had the
Yeah,
demo?
it was
I
a March.
played that.
I think.
I played that demo.
But
so
it was a
many
month
times.
before April.
I love
Yeah,
it. So
I
good.
love that so much.
So good.
So honestly, them announcing the second part to 3, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that we know now that we know there's gonna be a trilogy of games, I wouldn't be surprised if they put the second part on, PlayStation Plus within like a year of its release.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Possibility.
I did want to say to this one guy, I won't mention his name. He made a video on it, and he said it was overrated series. He doesn't understand the appeal by it,
Bro.
and then he's like,
Don't
it's-
mention him.
and then Nev was just like, oh, he also owns a PS5. I thought he sold his PS5. You guys probably know who I'm talking about, but
I don't know who you're talking
he literally was just like, oh, I'm gonna get Forspoken for the culture, and I'm
Not
getting
just
it on
his name.
PC.
Oops.
And I'm getting it on PC. I was like, dude, I thought you
Yeah.
hate PC gaming. So what is happening here? Is it just
No,
to like
oh,
spite?
the
P-
reason-
like I'm confused.
Yeah, the reason he's getting it on PC is because
I thought he sold
can-
his PS5, or no, it's not that.
No, he still has it, but the reason he's getting Forspoken on PC is because it's gonna be on the Windows Store, but it's not on Xbox. It's gonna be on the Windows Store, so he's gonna buy it
Oh
on Windows
my,
Store.
yo, dude,
That's
what?
literally why, and he's gonna pretend like it's his Xbox. That's the
No shot,
I
Yeah.
thought it was because like he can.
bro.
use
Those
Xbox
versions of the games are the worst.
Yeah, I told him that. I told him that on his podcast. I'm like, good luck with the port because it's probably gonna be the worst version by far. I told him that. He doesn't care.
Oh my
So
gosh,
He doesn't care.
dude, I'm literally face palming. Like, what is happening here? Like, I just don't understand it. Whatever, man. Besides the point, like, hey,
Yes.
man, if he wants to hate on it, hey, man, even though he doesn't care for the series, I think you shouldn't have a right to talk about a series that you haven't played or played a couple games of and just want to hate just because it's Xbox and they're not getting it. It's whatever, bro. It's
And-
whatever. At the
and
end of the day, you do you, I guess.
And you definitely can't boycott something that you weren't gonna support in the first place.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, but
Making that
pirating.
known, that's not what boycotting is. Yeah, he's gonna pirate. It's like he's trying to have like a reason of being noble, of a reason of pirating.
Yeah.
It's like that's not a reason to pirate. It makes no sense. He's like, are you gonna play the game? He's like, no. It's like, so you're gonna pirate a game you're not even gonna play, and you're doing it because it's not coming to the platform, but you weren't gonna purchase it in the first place. I was like, none of this makes sense. the situation doesn't make sense at all.
To remember,
don't-
he's like
It's not- that's not a
because
reason to
Square.
pirate.
Remember, he said in the video, it's because Square is allergic to Xbox props. But if you play FF7 remake on PC, and I'm literally playing with an Xbox Elite controller too, there are Xbox prompts. But you hate to see it. Hey man,
Smooth.
Is this
I
guy-
love Smooth.
Oh, wait. Let me
Smooth
say
is the
something.
goat.
Very.
His
Can I-
Game
can I
Pass
say something?
song,
Wait,
that Game Pass song
wait,
is fire.
Can I
Yeah,
say something?
he's the best.
Game
Sure.
Yeah,
Pass,
'cause also
Game
the
Pass.
fact he's saying Windows game was spoken, and then now he's saying, "Oh, Final Fantasy 7 on PC would be better." That compared to PlayStation?
no. He's saying like he like literally is just not. He doesn't give a shit about Final Fantasy. At the end of the day, he's just
He's
crime. Just
hating on-
be,
he's
yeah.
just hating the game. Yeah,
It's
he
whatever
just
at this
doesn't-
point. It's just because it's on his preferred platform, and even if it was on his preferred platform, he was never
Here's
gonna
my-
play it.
here's my answer.
Play and beat it for sure. He was gonna
Boo-hoo.
play and beat it.
Big deal. It's not on fucking Xbox. Get used to it. Most games are not gonna be on PlayStation, like Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel's Wolverine, PlayStation exclusive. Just gotta deal with it.
He basically wants them to be purchased by Sony because it's like, oh,
Which
they're
is
third
weird,
party.
bro.
It's like they're
Yeah,
third
but
party, but they're like only married to Sony. It's stupid. They should just buy
And-
them. It's
and-
like, bro,
and the
another
fact is-
purchase?
No, it's not happening.
How does he
Square
want
Enix-
everything to be hungry hippos, bro?
It's
Stop
weird.
not gonna happen.
consolidating. Stop consolidating the
just-
fucking gaming
The
industry.
the thing, they just sold off the West Studios to what's that place? What's that called?
Embracer. To be fair
Embracer
though, it's. I can understand why some people think it's for making it more appeasing for a Japanese company to come up and swoop them. It does make sense in a way, but do I think like it's happening? I don't
Gonna
think
happen?
so.
I think it will.
But some
I
like
don't-
people do make the the it makes sense, but like I don't think it's happening. But I could way be wrong. Alicia could be right that they would. Like at the end of the day, right? Like people are like, I think Addict at one point. It's like, yeah, Xbox. I just want you to buy Square. It's like what? It's like, bro,
Oh,
Fucking
like
idiot.
you
No.
don't understand. Like it is
Like,
super.
no.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is super hard for an American
if
company
they-
to buy
they
a
won't.
Japanese company that also
Yeah.
owns other things like percentages in manga companies. They have their own cafe in Japan. So like Xbox, like that
It's
wouldn't
too
make any
complex.
sense. It's too.
Yeah.
It is too complex, and
Yeah.
they don't know what they would be able to do with that. And the laws make it way too difficult for
But
that
also
to
like
happen.
there's sort of like a because there was that one analyst that like she gave such a good like interview about why it's kind of hard, and it's just like culturally and like there's sort of like a an agreement around Japanese companies of like doing business and like it's kind of like they don't want to get swooped up like
Yeah, but a
like-
smaller company, it is easier in Japan to get a smaller company. But a
Yeah.
bigger
But does-
corporation
Well,
is
also,
way
I think,
harder.
I think
Oh,
also
Square-
the whole blockchain shit. I know y'all don't like it, but that whole blockchain shit's definitely appeasing to like.
No,
kinda
did
like
you
how,
know
like-
they
kinda like-
backtracked?
like-
You know they backtracked on that. The CEO says they're not
Oh, they
even.
actually did?
Yeah,
Like, they
they're not
actually-
going to look
That's funny.
forward to getting blockchain or anything like that.
That's funny.
No, but
I didn't
here's
know that.
here's,
I didn't
here's
know- I
what I
didn't know
say,
that.
right? And just like whole like diabolical thing. Square Enix isn't gonna sell off the Japanese studios. That is that. Deal with it. I know you Xbox fanboys or Windows fanboys want Square Enix to be bought by Xbox or Microsoft. It's not gonna happen, right? At this point now, I can see Square Enix as being independent, like their own thing now, and focus on them because they've sold off the Western studios and they want to focus on them.
Yeah.
Or what about you, Bless? What were you trying to say? I know you were trying to get something off, or it seemed like it.
Pass.
Lucky
Game
forgot what I was gonna
Pass.
say. I was gonna say, basically, could you imagine if Microsoft did buy them? Like, what do you think? Like,
What do you think? What
from-
would
from the-
happen?
They would make
Like,
Kingdom Hearts
from
to a
the-
shooter.
from the community to the games themselves to the sales, what do you think what would happen? Like,
I
It would-
think
it would
okay.
be
that would be-
catastrophic.
So you want to go on a theoretical, and that's okay. Let's talk. What I think would end up happening is you would not get those type of budget games like you think that you would. I do think the sales would diminish greatly, like absolutely greatly. Like and then because the thing is, if you realize in Game Pass, they're gonna look at completion rates and all that stuff, right, with their games, right, at a point, and they're gonna say no to sequels, certain games. You know that's gonna be true. Like when they see like, oh, only 2% completion rate on this game, we're not pursuing a sequel, even though it's like really good, like critically. Like I think that's gonna end up happening. I think you're gonna have reduced budgets with certain game companies, and I don't know if Square will be able to make the titles that they would want to under the Xbox Game Pass umbrella.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
No.
I don't know if
think-
you guys like. I don't even know if you agree with that, Blast or whatnot, but that is kind of the mindset I have for that. I could,
I
you
mean,
know,
I'll say the thing about Microsoft is that they love just funding anything though.
mhm.
So I don't know about the not get sequel thing, because
What-
they'll fund anything.
Yeah, at this point, right? Because they need content, but at the point where they have consistency, right? Will they do that? Like with higher budget titles, like always keep saying yes, yes, yes? Because at its emphasis, you're able to throw a lot of money out, right? Because you wanted to grow the subscriber base. When the subscriber base is, I don't know, like let's say 40 mil, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that they're gonna keep doing that? Like Satya and Nadella is gonna be like totally fine with burning money?
But also you have to realize that like there'll probably be like a mismanagement episode like we see with every other acquisition that Microsoft has. So Square Enix might be like kind of dormant for a few years just because like of transitioning into like the Microsoft umbrella. So that's also a factor.
And
to
then what
consider.
do they do with their other like holdings, like in other
Yeah.
Japanese companies?
Yeah. So I don't think it's gonna happen. There's just too much of a culture difference. And there's not
Yeah.
enough, so there's not enough of a strong relationship to make that happen anyways.
Yeah, that is true. But Twitter would be fucking. I don't know. Twitter, my brain would melt because
Yeah, it would
like
be
my
horrible.
like. It would be so toxic and also so stupid and just my brain would melt. Like I can't even wrap my head around what the fuck Twitter would be. Oh god.
At
But
this
yeah.
point, the only Japanese company I think they would even get would probably be Sega for Xbox. That's the only one I could see feasible.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Ugh, that'd be horrible too, just because Persona.
Yeah, but hey, man, dude, freaking Persona now is having DLCs and stuff.
I know, but the quality will be trash if Xbox gets them. Like everything else they touch.
Personally, PlayStation had their opportunity to buy Atlas,
I know
And
they
they
did,
squandered
and
it.
Nintendo too.
and they squandered it.
Damn,
Very
they
sad.
both fumbled?
Yeah, because
Yes.
2013, right? They sold like Alice got sold like 2012 or something, or 2013, like
Yeah.
early to 2010s. I remember.
They
Dude,
definitely-
so Sony also dropped the ball with From Software
Oh wow.
to buy them
that's-
too. Like
that's
even
bad.
Yoshida, like to this day, is like like not happy about that they fumbled the bag. Now Katakawa has them.
Yeah, that that PS3 fucked them, bro. That PS3 just really, it honestly like it did a lot of damage to them. A lot of damage.
True.
They lost a lot of their market share and a lot of buying power that they had from PS1 and PS2.
Yep. All right. Last topic, which we're not going to really go into. Sony's having a tech event, which they're
yeah.
going to have like
Yeah.
something with monitors and all
No
that jazz.
1440p monitors.
So,
Wait, they're gonna have a monitor tech event?
Yeah, two
yeah, they're gonna
monitors.
have like something with monitors. So like, I don't know if they're gonna have an OLED monitor or whatnot. We'll see, because I don't know if they're
think
gonna put a lot of money or resources into it, or if there's
I
just
think
gonna be a
it's like 4K
half-ass.
120 and 1080 240. I think
Yeah.
that's what I saw.
Their monitor's gonna be like OLED and they're gonna be expensive.
That's depending if they don't want to half-ass it, right? Like we don't
Yeah.
know if it's gonna be OLED or not. Like if it's a regular 4K
Um,
OLED, like, and not like an ultra wide OLED, I won't lie, man. And if the response time is good, I might cop it.
I'm just waiting for a QD OLED or
They
mini
might.
LED.
I don't know if they'll have QD. Like
would be
Sony's already
fire.
trying to. Well, their TV, like upcoming TVs, are gonna be QD OLED, right? So I don't know if their monitor will be though. It might just be regular OLED.
I saw there was a new mini LED monitor that J's 2 Cents covered. I want to see
Mhm.
Hardware Unboxed go over it. It's 4K 120.
Yeah.
Well, no, 4K. But it showed HDMI 2.0. I don't know if it's like the new standard where it's like HDMI 2.0A or whatever the fuck when it's like should be just 2.1 or not. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and
Yeah, me personally, I hope that Sony do like a gaming monitor.
well, that's what they're doing. It's supposed. I mean, that's like kind of what they're doing.
No, but like a small, like 32-inch or a 34,
I
between
mean,
32 to 50 something inch, right?
I mean, I would assume. I mean, it's supposed to be a monitor, and I would assume it's for gaming as well.
I
Because
mean-
that's what I need. I need a second. I need a second monitor right now, right? I'm using a CTV to use as a second monitor.
But we also don't know if it's gonna be half-assed or it's gonna be like
Be
really good
expensive.
and it's super expensive. Like I would not lie. Like I'd rather have a really good monitor that is kind of expensive than a half-assed monitor that's cheap. So
Yeah.
well, we'll see for next week's event thing that they're doing. But yeah, overall good episode. Lot to talk about. You know, shout out to like all this topics we got. People showing up to the stream and watching as a VOD. Shout out to you guys, and we're gonna do our outro. So make sure to follow everybody here. Make sure to like, and if you haven't already, subscribe and get notified. And I tend to live stream every day. No, not every day. On all weekdays, for every week, on Twitch at Retro420. So look forward to that. And we're doing FF7 Remake and doing a couple documentary series. Watching for like the rise and fall of Final Fantasy 14, which is really, really good. So yeah, look forward to that on Twitch, which we're going into tomorrow, and then playing FF7 Remake. Bless, where can they find you at?
They can find me at _blessred on Twitter, where I make the best fucking tweets ever created. You already know. I'm a PC positive.
Wait, did you? I caught
PC
you saying.
positive
Wait, didn't you say that if you want Japanese games, then get a PS5? Isn't that what you said in the podcast? Not you.
I
Why didn't you say
said-
get a PC?
I said if you want Japanese games, you know where to go.
He's
I
not- he said
didn't say
PS5.
PS5. I said you know where to go.
Yeah, yeah,
I will
he
go
did
back
say
and
you
look
know.
you
at
didn't catch it. No, you can. Yeah, go back. I
will
didn't
go
say.
back.
I didn't say PS5.
I will go back.
I said you know where to go.
Dude, you guys are killing me.
And that is two options. All right,
Yeah.
two options to go. Well, three actually. Which
Wait, Red Hood is Judgment on PC?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy. You know why it's not on PC?
Is Bloodborne on PC?
No, can't.
Oh, that's,
Uh,
is Demon Souls
oh,
on PC?
Bloodborne is on PC.
Well, to be
the
fair, you know
demake-
Demon Souls is gonna happen.
Bloodborne is on
is-
PC. The
Is Persona,
demake,
is
right?
Persona dancing on PC?
No.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Man, I thought Japanese games were only on PC.
Damn.
I thought PC. Never.
When did I ever say they're only?
Anyway.
On
I-
PC? Y'all just making up shit.
Sorry,
Buzz,
I
wait,
thought I had to wait. Never. I'm
Guys
sorry.
are killing
did
me,
I-
bro.
when
This
did
is
I
like
ever say that,
Twitter
bro?
2.0 with your fights. All right, where
man,
else can they find you? at, Buzz?
Overall, y'all waiting more, bro. Let's be honest now. Overall, y'all wait more. Think about every game that was showed at these showcases that we're talking about. Most of
Okay.
them are coming to PC, bro.
All Japanese games?
Depends
Wait,
which
wait.
one you're talking about.
Wait,
Honestly, yeah.
but bless.
The ones
How
from Square
but
Enix, not all of them, but the Crisis Core is.
How long did it take you to get fucking Persona? How long did it take you to get fucking?
It's
get
not a
Yakuza?
matter of how long.
How long did it get fucking Neo?
My entire argument was always the amount,
No.
motherfucker. It was always the
Gosh dang,
amount.
we're having the
You can
Twitter
look- the
2.0,
original-
guys.
The original
Let-
tweet
let's-
was always the amount. A
You're not a
PC gets
Japanese
more
game?
games than any other platform.
Japanese?
That is a fact.
Japanese?
All right, guys, I gotta be the ref
It gets
here.
more games than any other platform in its
I said
totality.
Japanese. I said Japanese.
Yo,
In its totality.
I never did.
In Japanese, I don't know, because there's a lot of like quirky ass weird Japanese games that come to PC like fucking every day at this point, like literally. So, I don't know.
Part 5.
yo,
Yeah,
Alicia.
games like that.
Alicia.
Like, I don't fucking know.
Bless.
You know how many weird Japanese games are on Steam alone? Steam is like
You seen those? You seen those, Blast? What you looking up on Steam? Bro?
Yo, Bless, do the outro, dude. You guys
Oh
are
my God.
prolonging the outros. This is Twitter
Hey,
2.0
man, I'm just-
all over
it's
again,
obvious.
dog.
I'm just saying it's obvious, man. 6,000 games released on Steam a year,
6,000
only on
Japanese games
Steam.
every day?
Like, you know,
Oh my
whatever.
gosh. All right,
Games
go.
released on Steam every day,
So,
literally.
my-
But whatever.
So
But
No,
yeah.
no. All right, Bless, do your outro. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Bless.
Yeah, at underscore nigga, shut up. At underscore bless red on Twitter, and if I feel like streaming at bless red on Twitch.
There we go. Alish, just your outro, bro.
Hey,
Heavily
man,
embraced.
great show. You know, it was nice. It was nice catching up with Bless Facts today. It was really nice. I missed him a lot.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in New York, I was thinking
Word
about
up.
Blessed Red. When I
Huh?
saw a screen, when I saw a PC at Apple, I was like, damn, I like this computer.
Okay.
Why are you thinking?
Everywhere I went, I thought about Blessed Red. All right.
Why are you thinking about me?
Hey man.
Or
That's
trips?
weird. That's weird.
Yo, take it. Yo. Wait, dude. Hey, man. Take it as a compliment, man. It's
great
was it
show.
2022? Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it is 2022.
Take it as it's 2022. Just take it as a compliment.
Anyways, have a great night, y'all. It's a great show, and yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Talati, what about
Easy
you?
outro. There you
You
go.
can follow me Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube at Taladia Plays. I've done a collab video with Origin Gamer on my YouTube channel, and also on my Twitch channel. I do play a variety of different games, from the Uncharted series to, play Marvel Spider-Man Remaster, trying to platinum that, and also I'll be reinstalling Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation
Yes,
5.
sir. Yes, sir.
That is something I'm gonna do, because after hearing that now, it's finally you'll be able to use the PlayStation 5 version.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys will be able to watch me on Twitch play that game once I've
Goated.
completed.
Goated.
That's something I need to do. But other than that, great podcast as always, guys. Make sure you leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because whenever Red Hood does post a video, you won't be notified if you don't hit that notification bell. So feel free to hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, do that. And all I gotta say, man, shout out to you guys in the chat. That's all I gotta say on that. Have a great night, evening, morning, day, wherever you guys are.